Right. What is up? Welcome to the Spoiler Kings. My name is Tank Kareem. We're Brandman Brandon on there. Brian the Grizzly. What's going
up?
on?
Before we get started,
we're
ILL.
We're at the end of the week.
Let's roll.
Yeah. We're at the end of the week. It is home opener for Sox. Naturally, they lost, but it's okay.
1-0. Awesome.
Yeah.
Cubs are up 3-2 in the bottom of the ninth. Illinois is up 14-6. I'm feeling good about that. I saw Godzilla vs. X-Kong. That was fun. I got my Spider-Man right here by my hand. That's great.
Oh.
It's just, it's all.
I just read it. I just read it online. So we could talk about it. We could do a review with that because that was a pretty good one.
It's a pretty good one, right?
Oh, a pretty good one. I liked it a lot.
When your kids know and you kind of got them involved, and all this is so cool.
Yeah.
Seeing how the bugle, even choosing his costume, or even talking about these villains that are coming in, seeing Goblin. I mean, there's a lot to kind of break to kind of go over. So it's great. I just enjoy so much what they're doing. By far, my favorite series.
Yeah, same.
I'm the ultimate, yeah.
Yeah. Same. It's my favorite thing that I'm reading right now.
I have a soft spot in my heart for the Expanse, Dragon Tooth. This is because I love the Expanse so much. Like I'm like the hardcore lovers of the Expanse. So, like literally, my comic book store doesn't keep it. He orders it only for me.
Just for you?
He orders one copy for me. So
that's funny.
I like it.
That's why they love me so much. They're like, "Yo, Brian, we'll get one just for him. Don't worry about it. It'll be all right. It'll be here."
Let's see
what we got here, guys.
Things. Go check out anybody in our chat. Go check out. We did a video with Anzo. I cut up. We did a full review of season 2 of Halo, and then we did just a rating, so a shorter kind of right to the point kind of video of season 2. So go check those out.
I like the Halo one. I was watching it today. It was pretty good. I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Even our review.
Yeah.
Yeah. B here. What's up?
Thanks for joining as always. How you doing?
Of course, we got
Drew.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Got Preston over here. What up, guys? I'm up Chicago meter right now. Okay.
I like it.
Mama Bear, Art Dolls here, because of course, now if we have Brandon, we have Mama Bear, then we have a show. We actually continue to go on. But with that, if you guys aren't there, I don't know. Maybe we should just take the day off. I don't know.
It's a party, right?
We got Cleves in. What's up, Cleves, man? Mad to hear what y'all think of the first photo of the Thunderbolts. That did come out. I was watching that. We could pull that up today too.
Yeah.
Of course, the one of Florence Pugh, right? Just doing like the I like that. Happy the movie's finally filming.
So we had Danny here with Road to Wisdom. I was just literally watching his stream a second ago because he was just on there talking about Godzilla X Kong. He actually, he put a rating on like 6.5 to 7 because that's how he felt about it. I told him I'm more like 7.5 to 8. Fun, not the best one ever, but still good. And it's more of a Kong story than it is about Godzilla. But Godzilla does some cool stuff. Except that I feel like he had more cat-like than he did like a lizard.
Really?
Yeah. I'm just looking for a fun time when it comes to Godzilla, and I just want to watch some monsters fight as long as they deliver on that.
You get a lot of monster fighting, and you get other monsters there too. And some big time ones like kings and queens and stuff like that. So it's cool. It's cool.
Good. That's all I'm there to see. So find out this weekend.
Yeah. The Blue Jays did great. Yes, I saw. Dude, It's not fair. Tony's in here. Spoiler Kang's on the brain.
What's up,
Tony?
Yeah. How did you do opening day? How did opening day do? So opening day, home opening day is going to be Monday.
Oh, yeah.
So next Monday when we come on, I'm going to tell you guys all about opening day. It's going to be.
Are you gonna still have your uniform on?
I probably will. It'll smell like a burger. It's gonna be everything I got to work. Danny says, "Bro, I'm telling you, Shogun is killing it.
I gotta watch it, man. I gotta watch it.
That's on my list to finally start watching. I think that's going to be probably my heck, maybe even tomorrow after work. Either tomorrow or Sunday. I'm going to start watching Shogun once and for all. I've heard nothing but good things.
Everyone but Anzo. Well, he said it was. He said it was bad. He just said it wasn't his thing, which I really thought it would have been like up his alley. You know, it seems like
because he said Book of Clarence was amazing. He loved it. I knew he was gonna like that.
Yeah.
Dan said, y'all talking Kong X Godzilla tonight? If so, send me the link. We're gonna probably save it till Monday.
Yeah.
So you want to do
once everyone's seen it, right?
You gotta do it Monday. I can talk about it right now.
You're the only one that saw it.
I had a whole lot of fun. I actually really want to hear what you think about it, Danny. Besides what I want compared to what they say, because I think just off the top of my head, Brandon's going to like it a lot. All right, Tank is going to say it was good, and he's going to have a butt. It's literally
you already gave me the butt. He goes, it's more Kong than Godzilla.
No, I think you're gonna have a different butt. But
because I liked all the other ones so far. Like I had a fun time with all of them. You know,
you're not going to be disappointed. Just this movie is not a disappointment. If you like the other ones before, it's not disappointing at all.
Yeah, I mean the only butt was too much humans. You know, and the last one they fixed it. You know, so it wasn't so bad. So
and there's still humans in this, but they're like really like compared to the monsters.
Yeah. I mean, I get you have to have somebody speaking lines, but
what? Brian, when my daughter starts going, we'll have her do a Black History report on you. That's gonna be a very short report.
Yeah.
I appreciate it, B. It'll be a long time.
Hey, you got some years, man.
X-Men 97. I feel you, Cal L. I feel you.
I can't. Awesome. We're gonna definitely talk about that.
Love the Kong aspect of it. The Kong story is fire. It really is.
Okay.
They do a great job. The Kong part of it. It's really good.
Yeah.
You know, I think I prefer Kong of the two anyway. I just like any like medium where Kong lives. So yeah. If it's Kong centric, I'm especially looking forward to it.
I can't wait for you guys to see it because I think you're going to. The way they did it, it was just really interesting, and I think it was done very well.
So, yeah. So I think from the other Godzilla Kong movie, the last one, I forgot what it's called. What was it? Not King of Monsters. I forgot what it was called.
Godzilla King of the Monsters, yeah.
Was it? No, the Godzilla and Kong movie.
Godzilla versus Kong.
Versus Kong, right? Yeah, V Kong. And like that one, they made it like, oh, this is gonna be a Godzilla movie, and it was more of a Kong movie with Godzilla in it. This trailer makes it seem like it's Kong. You know what I mean? You know, so it's not like gonna surprise you.
He's the one that's connected with humans. I mean, you remember, great apes are with humans, so that's just naturally that we're gonna see it that way.
Yeah, yeah, and they've been setting it up so it's like there's a kingdom, there's like a throne, and like they've been setting it up that Kong is smart and stuff, where Godzilla is more more animal like, but still obviously smart and still stuff. But
you see Kong's genius in this movie throughout the movie. There's nothing in particular that you want to say, but just throughout the movie, you see little things that just show how smart he really is.
That's good. I like that.
That's cool. Yeah.
Cleese here, I give it an 8.5. I
Nice.
feel you.
Dang.
I feel you. There's some people in there when the movie ended, people are standing up clapping.
Damn.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
That's cool.
And their little kids like, "Mommy, hold me." And then they're like, "Do you want to leave?" And they're like, "No, I want to see it."
Mhm.
I think this movie's for sure gonna make another 40 million. You know, because then that's
This
every
weekend? Yeah.
blockbuster. Yeah, every blockbuster movie this weekend or this month had a 40 million plus weekend, which is that's crazy. You know what I mean? And whenever people are like my father-in-law sent me an article about like how like Hollywood's dead. Like he had shown me. He goes, "Oh, look at this guy, what he's saying," and I'm like, "You say that, but yet it's March, and we got it's going to be 40 million plus movies opening
Yeah.
weekend. Like that's Hollywood is not dead. You know what I mean? And then you have a wide range. You know, some nostalgia, some great stuff, just some fun action stuff. So yeah, Hollywood is definitely
It's not dead, guys. They're wrong with that.
Yeah.
Kong had swag like I've never seen before. He did, man. It was so it was almost human like it was so cool. And you can see it. Let's go. I mean, I was almost Master Chief and like, let's go, Kong. Like, yeah, he was on there, man.
You're like the little kid.
Oh my god.
Just makes me even more excited for it, by the way.
And then you guys all saw in the trailer, Diddy, a little Diddy Kong.
Yeah.
But that's a good story too. So you'll see it.
Yeah.
So I want to know where Farnsworth Bentley is. Y'all remember him? If I had an umbrella right now, I'd be like, doom, 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 and gets float from the ceiling. He was Diddy's butler. And he had a rap career afterwards. Farnsworth Bentley, yeah.
Okay.
If I had it, I would literally just have it. Come on down. Oh, it's which report of Cap 4 is not doing well in reshoots y'all think is going to be good? Can Sam hold a solo film?
Solo film.
Yeah. With every other it's like Captain America almost Civil War as many people that are in this movie. Yeah. So I don't see it being. I think that the problem is the story strong enough?
Yeah,
that's gonna be the big.
You know, I'm sure he can carry a movie if the story and the writing is on the character's side. I think that kind of goes for any movie. It's just, but yeah, it is. It does. I'd be lying if I didn't admit it. If I didn't admit it, it kind of makes me nervous. All the reshoots, all the rewrites, the insertion of characters, the removal of characters. But you know, if they can, you know, obviously they pushed it back so drastically for a reason. So
I don't think it's Sam's fault. I still think
it's not.
It's the writers. I think the writers don't know what to do with him.
No,
I think because this movie was greenlit under the Chapek era, and now it's kind of coming to light, and Feige's kind of getting the control of Marvel again, you know, without middleman in the way, and plus you also have like X-Men coming in, the Fantastic Four coming in, so I'm sure he had to like no, like we're fixing this, we're doing this gotta happen, So am I worried a little bit, but I feel like Kevin Feige is kind of getting control of the situation again. You know what I mean?
Same.
You just need to have writers that have read the storyline of. Do you know what happens when Sam is Captain America? Do you understand what happens during this time? If you know that, this would be a very entertaining movie. But if you do not, and you just making shit up as you go along, this could be a problem because Sam doesn't have powers. So it has to be a grounded thing. It has to have other Avengers. It has to have the making of Avengers that he's galvanizing the crew. That's how it has to happen. And you start highlighting who the villain really is. If you don't do it that way, I think it could go bad. But not because of Sam being a bad character.
Yeah.
It's because the writers don't understand how to write for him.
Yeah.
Agreed.
I agree.
Ooh.
Oh, I'll come back to all these because I gotta go first. DJ, family and DJ, man. See, I only had a minute, but I had to jump in and say X-Men 97 is near perfect. I feel like I'm a kid again in the candy store each in every episode. All right, gotta go later. DJ, thank you, man.
Thank you, DJ.
Yeah, thank you so much. And then shout out to DJ's channel. He kind of still does reviews kind of stuff, but it's more family oriented, and he does music parodies with reviews that are awesome, man. I mean, those are so good. So definitely check out DJ's DJ's Family of Nerds channel. So, but
and
yeah,
for you, DJ, we're gonna do this.
Hello, rich people. Troy's joining you. Yes, I'll hold.
I like that one. I think that's a good one. Yeah, appreciate it, man. Thank you so much.
That's awesome. Oh, well, sorry, I wanted to get the dark movies. Hey, what's up, y'all? What's up, man? I'm glad.
Yo, what's going on, man?
With you on that was Tuesday?
Tuesday.
Was it Tuesday? Yeah, I think it was Tuesday.
Yeah.
Zach's channel, yeah. That's cool.
That was a fun stream. Yeah.
Yeah, that was really fun.
Every time we do have a chance to do anything with Zach, it's fun. That's just what he brings out the best in everybody.
Mm-hmm.
That's his superpower, bringing out the best in everybody. Even though I don't agree with all his reviews.
I mean, a lot of how he gives Roadhouse a 4.5 stars still baffles my mind, man. I was like, bro, what?
I love him, so I can't talk too much business. So Kong stole Arnold's moves from Predator. That was fun. I won't say anymore, dude.
That's funny.
Wisdom. I have not seen the movie yet.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna say much, but someone gets a move put on them. It's pretty awesome.
Yeah, there's certain things I kind of want to see. I want to see like a tag team kind of move from Godzilla and Kong. Don't tell me if it happens or not, but that's like one thing I kind of want to see. It was like they have some like combo move that they do. Like if
that's awesome.
They like Dudley 3D somebody through a fucking like building or some shit. I don't know.
I'm not gonna say anything else then. So if you said good news, I saw Godzilla X Kong today, dude. I'm so glad you got to see it too. I saw it and I was floored. And it's perfect because it's only 2 hours long. That's the best part.
Yeah, which is about the right length. It doesn't wear out its welcome, you know.
So, your favorite kaiju?
Mine?
Good question.
Well, I've been a Mothra fan.
That's a good ass answer. I might have said that. That's a good one. Man.
There. Godzilla, Mothra, Space Godzilla, Mecha Godzilla.
Mecha Godzilla is a good one. Yeah.
I'm gonna stay with Kong. Give me the oldie goodie Kong.
Yeah. Keep it traditional, right? I've always been a fan of Kong. I prefer him over Godzilla, much as I love Godzilla, but yeah.
The one with the 3 heads that they fight, that was one of the last ones they fought too.
Yeah.
Godzilla.
Was that Ghidorah?
Yeah, Ghidorah.
Yeah, I was trying to look up his name and I can't see it, but that was the one that I always thought was like kind of cool.
I was like Kong because he could tie their heads together because he has opposed thumbs.
That's what makes him the winner. He give you a thumbs up.
Oh man. Hey, Brandon just Dark Room. He just subbed. That's awesome. We were trying to get you up, man. Thank you, B. That's if you guys get a chance, Dark Room. If you can give him a sub, that'd be great. Let's just build a community as much as we can. That's awesome, man.
He's good, man. He has a lot of good reviews and stuff like that. So you'll definitely enjoy it.
So Sam can do it.
Yeah,
I'm ready to see it.
Yeah. As long as they got solid writing on their side, I'm not worried. You know. So if Feige is like, hey, you guys, we need to pull this. You know, get your shit together. Let's focus on quality again rather than just crapping stuff out. You know, if they do that, you know, I have faith in them.
It's all about the storyline. That's what it is about Sam. I mean, Sam is a cool character. I
Mhm.
think I'd rather him be his own hero. But he's a very cool character. So I mean, you gotta be able to focus on him and
He
get
is, and
people around him that support him, that prop him up to show his leadership, show his military background that he was, even when he was doing before he met Captain America. That stuff kind of goes hand in hand with not
Mhm.
having all the same star people that you had before. Pull these people that been through the battle, pull them together,
Mhm.
creating something special. That's what you need to do. Writers have to understand the character and understand the comic book. If you could do those
Yeah,
things, this could be a great movie.
it really could. Yeah, and I think they established Sam as a solid enough character on Falcon and Winter Soldier. Also, because I was like really the deep dive into that character. Steve selected him for a reason. I hope they explore that more than they did in Falcon and Winter Soldier, even though I thought they did a good job with it. But I'm really looking forward to seeing him like really take up the mantle of Cap, and and plus, it's got Tim Blake Nelson back as the leader. I've been waiting for that payoff since the Incredible Hulk movie. So
Again,
that
as
that's
long as you understand what the leader is,
yeah.
Yeah.
it's down to writing. It's all writing.
Yeah, because he's like not a fighter. He's a smart guy. So you got to have people around him, which makes sense why they're bringing so many other people in. So if you have like stuff like that, but I think they're finally going to address the events that happen in the Eternal, because it's been so long, and people are like, "What about the giant head and hand sticking out of the ocean?" And it's kind of pissing people off, and I understand. It's like, why aren't we talking about this? You do this, and it's been years, and no one's talking about it. So hopefully between the Thunderbolts, which I'm getting more
And
excited
I think
about,
the
honestly,
Thunderbolts is going to be the one that I think really addresses it.
that's going to address it, and then also I think Captain America is also going to address it too, because now you have like, I think the Thunderbolts is going to be like, who's going to get this new piece of land with whatever
all the technology, all the minerals that's on it
and stuff. Yeah, so that's going to be like, who's going to get it? Who's going to get it? And then I think the Captain America side of it is going to be like government versus like Captain America versus like normal people, and then you mix in like the racism in it a little bit and stuff like that. Like it could be a really, really good movie that can go off the heels of something like Thunderbolts. So
yeah,
I don't know. I'm cheering for it for sure.
This is the
yeah, absolutely.
So I hope Sam could do it, but there's a lot of love in America's booty. But there's still a lot of people that want Bucky as Cap.
Yeah.
I hope what they do is opposite of that. I hope that they actually go to Bucky, ask him to become Cap, and because his relationship with Sam and understanding how America is, that he turns it down.
Yeah,
I think that would be
cool.
more epic. Like, whoa, he turned it down. That would be
Yeah.
huge.
Yeah.
And the knee-jerk reaction would be like, oh, why isn't Bucky Cap? He's a super soldier too. He's got let's face it, his past isn't the cleanest, brainwashed or not.
Yeah.
But
you're never gonna get Iron Man again, I'll tell you that much.
Yeah. Would have blown his arm off too. But no, I hope they they've explored the reasoning as to why he selected Sam over Bucky. So I'm good with it.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna give you the character that you want. I'm gonna give you what the world needs.
Yeah,
you need Sam, and I think that's very cool.
Yeah, the same thing. I mean, that's how Steve was, right? He's not the guy that all the people would have picked. Tommy Lee Jones's character wanted to go with somebody else, and they're like, no, we need the guy that we need, not the guy that you want. You know what I mean? So
exactly.
Yeah, so that makes sense.
Yeah, the Roadhouse is amazing. What y'all mean?
It was fun.
I thought it was a fun watch. I had fun watching.
Is that shit?
I had a fun time watching it.
It was fun. I can't deny that. Is it a near perfect movie at 4.5 out of 5 star? No. It's
I had a fun time.
Yeah.
Your mom very likes that answer too.
I had a fun time with Roadhouse.
Yeah, it was fun.
Mm.
I got
Mm.
all the memes coming out of it are funny. Like
Yeah,
yeah,
the Conor McGregor ones.
the Conor McGregor one is the best. It's him walking into the locker room of the Cowboys, and he's like, "What the fuck? Where the fuck is everyone?" And it's like, and he's looking around like all stupid. It's hilarious. Like that's the best thing that came out of that movie is the memes.
Yeah, those were memes waiting to happen.
Oh yeah, with his horrible acting. When you isolate just him,
you're
like, oh my god, it's so much worse when
the first half of the movie was so much better than the second half because he wasn't in it.
Yeah,
I thought he worked. I thought he worked for how like just over the top and
all the
and
time. There has to be levels, and there's no level. There was just I'm a bad actor level. Like I'm just going to scream and be this stupid thing the entire time.
The one thing I didn't notice was he doesn't turn his neck a lot. Like
he does not.
He does the whole shoulder Michael Keaton Batman kind of thing. You know what I mean? So it was like. So I was like, huh, and I never noticed it. And then somebody showed all the clips of him turning, and it's like the whole, fucking Bigfoot kind of turn. I thought that was kind of funny.
Say, Dark Room says, I see people crapping over Godzilla X Kong, and I saw it 2 days ago, and I can't see why. It's so good. It is. It's fun.
Yeah.
But if you're a Godzilla fan coming to this movie, and you get as much Kong as you get, I think that probably is the issue because it's Kong centric, and it is also, I mean, just everything is focused, and they do a better job explaining Kong than they do anything to do with Godzilla. Godzilla is just he's doing his own thing. I'm not gonna tell you what he does, but he's doing his own thing most of the movie. While while Kong is like ups and downs and actually has like a character development and everything. It's pretty interesting.
I just checked Rotten Tomatoes. It's at 57, but that's only the critics. And it's like 117 reviews. 57%. Wow. That's really
I think
low.
people are expecting Godzilla and Kong centered story, and it is not.
Yeah. I can see the audience score when that comes out, in a few days. I can see the audience score being 80, like 80 something.
89, something like that. I think that's it. Mama Bear said, yeah, Mothra is my favorite too. I want to ride her into battle. I will say something very original right now. Mothra might also be my favorite.
Mothra's cool.
Love the Mothra love. Obviously.
South Park. Mega Streisand.
Kaiju is Mega Streisand for South Park. That's great.
That still gets me like that was so funny, man. How pissed off she at Barbara Streisand got with it. Yeah. But also like that Licorice Pizza movie. I fucking hated that movie. But the part with what's his name? Rocket Raccoon. I can't
Bradley Cooper.
Bradley Cooper is like the boyfriend, and he's turning to the guy. You go, Barbara Streisand, and it goes on for a little too long, but it's fucking hilarious. That is the only good part of that stupid ass movie. that 40 seconds.
Yeah. All right. Can the MCU be saved? Back where it was, I'm kind of worried. We haven't seen these characters that were introduced just once. We don't know who's in the Avengers.
Yeah,
that's a problem with storytelling. But I think that they're heading in the right direction. I think they know the things they've making mistakes on. They're trying to correct them. Even we saw with Echo, like they just scrapped episodes. They just said, forget it. Like this is not working, so we're going to just get rid of it.
Yeah,
I respect it.
Yeah. And I mean, for me, I think this whole couple phases is kind of like a weird in-between one, because I think they finished, the Infinity Saga, and I think they were going to go down this other route. But right when the route started, doing this multiverse saga, right when that started, they're like, hey, we got X-Men, we got Fantastic Four now. We're like, oh shit, and then they got the contract redone with Spider-Man, so they can play with Spider-Man a little bit longer. So it changes the story a lot, or changes the opportunities.
Losing Chadwick Boseman also had a big effect on the entire storyline. Like they had a story they're going towards.
Yeah, they had huge plans for with Black Panther.
Black Panther and Spider-Man were going to lead into the new world, and they weren't able to do it, and they had to think on the fly. And I didn't think great. Thought better, but I do understand they had to try to come up with stuff on the fly.
Yeah, but I think we're gonna get back on track. After especially after the Secret Wars movie, I could see everything kind of falling back into place. It's like, okay, we're bringing things back to like almost a starting point. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like after the Infinity Saga, like it wasn't a starting point again. It was just like a continuation. But you're like, what do you do now?
The story's over. So how am I continuing?
Yeah. So you have at some point you have to do like not saying a restart, like start brand new, a new Iron Man, but a restart in story wise and introduce a new team, a new leaders, new big bad guy and get
new
that
focus.
Going. Yes,
so
you got to refocus. I think
instead of doing Avengers, now that we have X-Men, Fantastic Four plays with everybody, right? Fantastic Four plays with Spider-Man. Black Panther was initially brought in from the Fantastic Four through the Fantastic Four. X-Men has some of the greatest characters in all of Marvel come from X-Men. So I mean, when you have those two families, that has to be your focus. So you have a mutant saga along with Fantastic Four that still brings in some Avengers type stuff. You work with that and you can change the focus. That's why Secret Wars makes the perfect sense, because you can kill off a lot of kill off the idea of the Avengers being the most important thing and focus only on Fantastic Four and X-Men.
Yeah. Well, you can still have Avengers, but
they're around.
They're just
They're just going to kind of place them in a corner more or less.
Yeah.
Like Guardians, like they're another team somewhere else, but they're not the focus of the story that we're looking at right now.
Yeah. But even that's a great example, because even the Guardians, you can tell a good story that's still connected to the universe, but not directly interfering with the universe. That's a really good way to put it.
So man says, what's the next big thing in the MCU? So I'm sure a show has to be released before Deadpool, right?
No.
Only got Echo. No. I think everything would be focused on Deadpool. Everything. That's why we get new things being released every day, and new pictures and new plot lines and characters and all that stuff. Nothing's gonna happen for Deadpool.
Yeah, and to be honest, I'm kind of fine with that. If Deadpool is the only thing we get this year, and they just kind of tap the brakes a little bit, because we did have that several year phase where they were just cranking stuff out in varying degrees of quality. Let's be real. As much as I love the MCU, some of the quality has been all over the place in the past couple of years. If they focus more on quality rather than just crapping stuff out just for the sake of crapping it out, I think that's the best course. It's the best course of action to kind of regain the good graces of their audience.
Yeah.
They were just hammering. There was too much.
Focus on this. Make this a good series.
Yeah.
And then go grounded. But Brandman has been asking for all this time. You can focus on Spider-Man. Go grounded. Focus on those things. But don't release this until release it like in September, October. Let Deadpool get his full run. This is an epic movie. Let it feel epic. Let everything else be away from it. And release it then. And then, we'll worry about everything else afterwards. That's what I think they need to be doing.
Yeah. Well, Daredevil Born Again, that's what's coming out until 2025.
Yeah.
Yes, there's no way it's going to come out this year.
Yeah.
But because they're only going to release a couple of those things, and then they're reshooting 4 or 5 new episodes. So like that's a lot of writing, a lot of stuff that still has to be done.
Yeah. Yeah. So, but I like Deadpool being like the only thing, because then you kind of, like you said, it's a good chance to refocus and focus on quality, you know, especially one of the producer or somebody, one of the executives in the MCU came out recently, like in the last month or so, and said like they were told by Chapek and his Goonies, you know, that like crank out as much as possible. You know, it's like you're the MCU, people are gonna come watch it no matter what. Crank out as much as possible, you know, and that's what they were told to do, you know.
Yeah,
So
and
it sucks,
and
you know.
yeah, and you know, we've all seen what happened as a result.
Yeah.
You know, now people are like, "Oh, the MCU is dead. Oh, the MCU sucks now." Blah blah blah. So, you know, they really shot themselves in the foot with just cranking stuff out.
Yeah, yeah. But I mean, that's what kind of happens when you have a banker, you know, in charge
Yeah.
of, of creatives, you know what I mean? So,
Mhm.
you know, but I mean, there is a bad thing. Like Iger giving too much creation, too much freedom to certain creatives. You get stuff like the MCU and Kevin Feige making, you know, I think it came out like $30 billion. Like that's how much Kevin Feige's made. But then in the turn, you get like, you know, KK with Star Wars, you know, like
Exactly.
who you should not have given all that power to, you know, and
But
you allowed her to run wild with all that creativity.
you saw the reports that no one wants her job. That was the problem. That they can't give her job away to anyone.
I would think the only person that wants it is not ready for it.
No, he turned it down.
Dave Filoni?
Filoni turned it down.
I can't see them offering it to him.
They said
He's
that
not ready for it.
they were going to have Filoni and Favreau come together, and then Favreau said, "I'm not doing it," and Filoni says, "Nah, I'm rather go ahead and focus on the storytelling."
Mhm.
Yeah. I mean, because they made him was it chief creative officer, CCO, or you know,
And
so
that's
like
what he
he's
wants.
already almost at that level. You know, I
I
think
just
he's
want
gonna
to
take it.
focus
I know
on the
Favreau said
creative
he don't
part.
want it.
But
Mhm.
Favreau's pissed off. What you guys did, what
Yeah.
you did to Mandalorian, he's pissed Favreau
Yeah.
off. That's just now we have a problem.
Yeah.
But you thought that if Favreau did one part and Filoni did the other, they work well together. That would have been the perfect thing. But you should have done it before you ruined the Mandalorian in his eyes.
Yeah. Yep. But we'll see, because isn't Favreau doing? He's doing something, isn't he?
He's around.
The Mandalorian movie.
Yeah, he's
I think he's doing the
around.
Mandalorian movie. Yeah.
Yeah, but he's not.
Yeah.
He doesn't want to stay with Star Wars right now. And it said that as long as KK is there, he's not going to be involved in the company. But he doesn't want to run the company.
Yeah. Which makes sense. He's not a guy that sticks around for too long. You know, look what in the MCU. He did great in the MCU, built it, and then he's like, I'm out. You know, and
Yeah.
you know, it works out. But I Favreau, Filoni, it's his job. You know, he's not ready for it though. He's not ready for it.
I don't think that's a problem because he just have him with someone who's more financially sound and running the company, just like you're doing what they're doing with the DC right now. You can do it that way, but he doesn't want it right now. He wants to focus on having his movie because why? Because he wants to run it like it's his mentor. He wants to focus on it like George Lucas style. I want to have my movie first. Make sure I tell the story I want to tell, and then if it's good and works out, maybe I'll entertain this.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. But it makes sense too. It's like, why would he want to jump on board now and try to save a sinking ship rather than he can get a following, you know, like, oh, look at my Star Wars, look at what I'm doing. And then people are jumping on his ship and he's like, cool, you know, and kind of takes
Now
over.
I'll take it.
Yeah.
Now,
Yeah. You know, so that kind of makes sense if he wants to go down that route.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Our movie says, how long do you think has it been? 3 years now? I can't wait for them to address this problem because like it's really acting like a giant celestial statue in the middle of the freaking ocean.
Yeah. 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 Again, like what Brandon said, that's what happens when you crank out a bunch of content. You lose focus, you know, and the story started
They're
getting
doing things
everywhere.
all over the place and then they don't know how to get it all together. Please, people, hate on movies. because it's popular and the algorithm rewards it. That's exactly
You're
what
not
happens.
wrong.
The algorithm
Yeah,
does
it's
reward.
exactly what it is.
Yep. Things that they wouldn't say normally, like, oh, well, I could get paid for saying it this way.
Yeah.
The internet, of course, gives them that platform. It's really exhausting, actually.
I believe you should be able to say what you want to say, and then at the end of the day, we should have a cage match with everyone's opinion, and then we'll see whose opinion is right. You know,
Well,
I
it's
want
not even who's right, because then it'll be more who's popular. You know, what I mean, that'll be the issue.
I don't even need a popular. I just want to have a cage match. That's all.
Let's just go. Yeah.
It's just what I want. No reason at all. Speaking of King Kong, Jack Black comes to mind from his version. Did y'all see Jack Black as on Bob Ross?
Yeah,
Ross. I didn't see that.
I've seen it. It's pretty funny.
Is that new?
It's not very new.
I gotta see it too. I don't think I had
2 months ago. What is he promoting?
I don't even know.
I don't think he was promoting anything. I think he just did it just to be Jack Black.
Do it.
If this is your first time, this is an art show that me and Cage do every week. And today, we're going to be focusing on our beloved KG Kyle Gass. Let's explore his body together, shall we? To capture the perfect KG skin tone, we get a little yeller,
Yeller.
a little bright red. What the hell, a little green. Be brave. Mix them all together, it creates a perfect black. Or you can just use a Sharpie. That's what I do. And here we go. Really explore the contours of the chrome dome. Now you might notice he doesn't really have the curly teeth on the side, but that's the way I like to remember Cage the most. Just capture that precociousness behind the eyes.
What is
it
for?
There's bravery there, but there's also terror and cowardice.
What?
What?
It was probably for Tenacious D. You know,
I think it had to have been.
Yeah, since he's talking about Kyle Gass. So
yeah.
One of the greatest bands ever, by the way.
Yeah, they're so much fun, man.
Yeah, I love Tenacious D.
It was like, what was that?
Yeah,
it's
crazy.
All right, I really gotta go to bed. It's 4 a.m. Basic stream as
man.
always. Go to sleep. I appreciate you
Yeah.
jumping on, man. We'll talk to you later. Definitely.
Yeah. Thank you, Dark Movies.
We'll probably still be on when you wake up. Yeah, he's at my
was that?
What was that? That's crazy, man.
Oh man. And you know the super wild thing is his parents are insanely smart. Insanely smart. I believe his mom is like a rocket scientist. Like I think she works on like rocket with NASA and stuff like that. And the dad's also pretty smart, and his siblings are really smart. It was like he's literally the black sheep of the family, and became like an actor, musician. Meanwhile, everyone else is like PhDs. You know?
He's like, oh yeah, you guys know how to run a rocket. I can afford one. You know, that kind of works.
Yeah. Yeah. When I found that out, I thought it was kind of crazy.
That is awesome. Matt says, when will we find more announcement for Comic-Con? D23? Comic-Con?
Probably D23.
You know, when it comes?
Probably D23, yeah. May closer to summertime.
Anything that because once you have I think you're gonna have all this coming up from Wolverine and whatever. You're gonna have Deadpool, you're gonna have all this publicity. Then you go ahead and say, and now we got other stuff because we're thinking about this and we're taking advantage of this situation. So it makes a lot of sense to go ahead and do it this summer.
Yeah,
and work off the whole popularity of it.
Yeah, and they're trying to get D23 back to like being this big thing. You know, last year was pretty big, but this year they're saying like they're going all out. So
hey,
we'll see.
Y'all saw C2E2, Josh Brolin?
Yeah, I sure did.
I was like, oh man, this is it. I gotta get all my stuff together. I'm gonna have I need you to sign only 50 things. That's all. Just 50. Just these 50. B says, y'all tweaking me one bad MCU movie, except for maybe Ragnarok or Thor 4.
Put some respect on Ragnarok first and foremost.
Ragnarok is great. I don't know.
Ragnarok is awesome. Yeah. No, some of the TV shows and stuff like that were of varying quality.
Love and Thunder was crap.
Love and Thunder was trash, and I can't believe I had so much faith in that movie, man. Because I thought it had all the makings, YTV had won over a lot of my goodwill. It had the great Christian Bale, but by all accounts, it could have and should have been an awesome movie.
Mm-hmm.
It had more than enough going for it. And then we get Screaming Goats and a 2-hour Guns N' Roses music video.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with the goats.
The first 2 times I thought they were absolutely hilarious.
Yeah, I got the joke.
Yeah. Why TD can run a joke into the ground. He was running more jokes into the ground than a Family Guy episode.
Okay. Even though Love and Thunder was bad.
Yeah, the first 5 minutes of Love and Thunder were great. If they maintained that energy with some humor here and there, kind of like Ragnarok, it could have been amazing. But then,
forgot the story.
Yeah. Once the Enya montage happened in the next scene, I'm like, okay, so that's what we're doing.
So, have y'all seen the Blue Angels movie with from Glenn Powell and J.J. Abrams?
I have not.
I don't see Glenn Powell and a lot of stuff. I don't think I've seen it. Yeah.
I heard about something like that because it's another. It's a week ago. Oh, we could definitely watch that. It's called The Blue Angels. Oh, this might be something different. Never mind. Never mind, because it's the actual Blue Angels, the fire pilots. But I heard something about him doing something with that.
Sense. All right, I'm gonna run through these comments real quick.
Yeah.
All of them. So, cranking out movies sounds just like a banker spreadsheet suits. Yeah. Once again, underestimating audience. Eventually, they'll get tired of the crap that you have. Yep. I agree. So we were having a debate about Giancarlo Esposito and would he be a good Professor X or not?
I'm not sure. He's a great actor. I'm not sure if I'd want to see him as Professor X. So.
Professor X and Magneto need to be certain things, and I don't need Denzel and Giancarlo Esposito being them.
Yeah.
Even though I think Jeffrey Wright would be a better Professor X, even if that was the way.
He'd be amazing. He'd be so good.
Right would be. It works.
that would be pretty good.
Sure would. I didn't even think about that.
Yeah. See, Sony should have made re-released the Amazing Spider-Man 3 and Raimi Spider-Man 4 before Tom Holland's Spider-Man 4 comes out, while we wait for the next Spider-Man film.
You would need Sony to have somebody with some brains,
Feige to be part of the process is the problem. For it to work, Feige has to be part of the process.
Yeah. But right now, there's so many movies that are getting re-released. I'm on my AMC app and I see a bunch of movies it's coming back out. And not even for an anniversary, just oh, here it is again. So cool. Those they should do that.
Yeah.
Maybe not the Amazing Spider-Man. There was only 2. Were there only 2 of those?
Yeah, never.
Yeah, there were 2.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I would re-release that one, re-release Spider-Man 2. But he's saying make 2 more movies before Tom Holland's Spider-Man 4.
Yeah. I think they could make one. They could go with one of them. But I don't think you need to do that at all, because I think Secret Wars is going to really end the storyline with both of them. And I think Tobey Maguire should be killed off.
Hot take.
Yeah. Kill off Tobey Maguire.
Yeah. They're going to give Andrew Garfield one more movie, but
which I understand. He's a great actor too. So, but
yeah,
No.
I'm not sure we needed Amazing Spider-Man 3.
Yeah.
He's
killed off Gwen Stacy. That's the problem.
mhm,
How do you keep going? I don't know.
mhm.
Yeah, those girls need to be
McCain,
added
right?
to Curry. Yeah, those girls need to be added to Curry. Yeah, those Screaming Ghosts were awful. And then Brandon has another good point. Giancarlo has a new show coming out. It's also I'm definitely watching that. But he's in everything, and I want to watch everything he does. So yeah. But I think I'm telling you guys, just Jeffrey Wright would be a good Professor X. Just
He would.
Yeah. Yeah. I didn't even think about that. But yeah, that
the
makes sense.
intelligence. You can imagine. I mean, you can see it. You can really see it. Even though he's the Watcher.
Yeah. So yeah, the Blue Angels. It's a documentary, the Blue Angels thing, about the actual Blue Angels.
Oh, that's good.
Oh.
That's really good.
That's cool, but yeah.
All right. Well, we've been on almost an hour. Let's get into X-Men.
Okay.
Because why?
Yeah. I need to make that. Oh.
You know, I'm literally going to record myself singing it. I'm just going to hit a button, recording myself singing it. So every time I want to do it, it's going to be me doing it. That way you can't, no copyright claims, no nothing. It's just me saying
it. can't get me. That's funny. I need to make a background. I forgot again. That's all good. Cool. You just want to get right into it then?
Yep. Go ahead and take over your stream, bro.
All right. All right, what is up? Welcome to the Spoiler Kings. My name is Tank Kramer. I am with Brandman Brandon, Brian the Grizzly, and we are talking about X-Men 97. Yeah. You just can't even say the word anymore, X-Men, without playing that song now.
Oh no, it's very synonymous.
I saw before we go, I think you said on Facebook, right, Brandon? Like, just get rid of the skip intro button. like,
yeah.
Is anyone skipping the intro?
No one skips that. Yeah. No one.
No, it's so good, man. Again, like yesterday, watched it and gave me goosebumps again. It's just like, it just hits so good. Like, it's crazy. Yeah.
Oh, makes me feel good.
Ooh.
So, I picked up Uncanny X-Men 150. If you don't know why, it's basically a lot of stuff they're going through right now. It's the beginning of that story. So, Uncanny X-Men 150 has a lot of stuff that's happening in that.
Yeah. Isn't what
150,
157 or 158 is when she gets shot, right?
Yep. And then it's basically from 150 to 163 is basically what was going on. So, but I don't know how many people have it, but yeah, it's cool.
Yeah.
I have 150, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, and then 60, 61, 62, 63.
Oh, so you miss it?
I miss I'm so mad. Like, no.
Yeah. I can see Marvel going out and like, all right, we're reprinting, that story. We're reprinting the life death storyline, and stuff like that. So yeah, I can see them doing that. And also, I believe that's the Jim Lee era, right? I think so. Yeah, right.
Yeah, you're right, Jim Lee.
You know, and oh man, his run looks so gorgeous. It for me, that's one of my favorite drawn, like X-Men. Like, they look so good.
See, bottom. Where is it?
Yeah,
Jim Lee right there.
There you go. Yep. There you go.
Yeah. So, but look at Magneto.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That's just
saying.
Yeah. So what do you guys? This one was Flesh Made Real. What was this one called? Like Flesh something?
Fire Made Flesh.
Fire Made Flesh.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Pretty much revolves around Jean and other Jean and baby Cable. What you guys think about it?
It was freaking awesome.
Yeah. Well.
All hail the Goblin Queen. I guess that's what I think.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I
had my toy. I got the toy.
Man.
You got it? It's behind me. I don't want to move the green screen.
Oh, yeah, it's not that one.
No.
I got so many things around.
Just everywhere.
I got the Jean Grey one out here.
I need that one.
And Nightcrawler.
Yeah. But the Goblin Queen was pretty awesome to see.
Yeah.
She was badass.
It was so good.
Badass.
Oh man. And Sinister. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Oh, Sinister is amazing. And I liked that they didn't they really didn't waste any time with this episode. You know, they didn't skip a beat from last week. They jumped right into it. Really answers the questions you may have had straight away. I think the use of the Goblin Queen's powers were amazing. I loved the fight with all the illusions in the X-Mansion. Bishop got to shine. He
was like, hit me, Cyclops, hit me.
Dude, that was dope. You know, again, this is why already 3 episodes in, I prefer this series more than the live action movies because they're not nerfing the characters; they're like showing what they can do.
Mm-hmm.
I really like to think Bryan Singer is somewhere just throwing up a fit and like punching his pillow or something like that because there's probably not enough Wolverine for him. But
and they're in yellow spandex. Throwing a beer at TV.
It advanced the storyline. You know, now we're getting I'm sure Cable's going to show back up as an adult down the line. We got Forge, so there's going to be things with Storm are going to come full circle, which I think we all knew.
Yeah, he knew that was happening. Like, yeah,
and we knew that anyway. People just didn't want to be patient. Oh, they depowered Storm. It's like, wait it out, man.
No, I still don't like an entire episode without Storm. F it. I was actually buying. What was I buying today? Some comic books from Half Price Books, and I was telling her I just don't like it. She was like, "Storm's my favorite character." The fact that we're only going to have so many episodes and me not having her in it does hurt me. It doesn't matter what the storyline is because I'm not going to have Storm.
Mm-hmm.
So there's only a limited amount of episodes you're going to have her in it. And we've had all this negativity, and they never gave her the power that she needs to have. And as soon as you do it, kind of like what I said last week, you lose her. So just not having her in the episodes hurts because you can't go back and watch it. Can't go and enjoy your favorite character.
Yeah. Well, at least it looks like next week's episode is going to be mostly focused. I'm sure they're going to do some side stuff, but mostly focused on Storm. And obviously she's going to get her power back like fairly quick, so which is good, because I also like at the end of this episode, you have the only minority character you have is Solar Flare, whatever his name is, the Hispanic kid. Sunspot and Jubilee, because Bishop took off and Storm is she left and they don't think so. Like it's just all, which is so funny because like all these like crazy dickheads were like, oh, X-Men's woke, blah blah blah. Here you go. At the end of episode 3, they're only white people, like legit. Like it's only white people in the X-Men. Yeah, it's like I just find that like so funny that they bitching and moaning, and then now look. I mean, granted, I know it's not staying that way, but still,
Mhm.
Yeah.
I don't like it, but it is what it is.
Yeah. I mean, we knew
Yeah.
Bishop wasn't going to stick around, right?
Yeah, and it's interesting
Yeah.
that I mean, obviously Bishop wasn't gonna stick around, but put him in the front, having them there at the beginning was nice for a little while, but knowing that it's not, it doesn't stick. It's not going to happen for a long period of time.
Yeah.
And I always knew he was gonna go, and then I was looking like, okay, so now I know, no Storm, no Bishop, no nothing. Morpheus, whatever he is, just I don't know. I'm not loving it, but also don't hate it. I'm not going to hate on something that's trying to do something specific. So is it great? Yes. Am I sad? Yes. Can two things be true?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah. 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 But yeah, this episode was so good. I had a fun time with it and
Yeah.
then the animation they did, they gave her like this like reddish, I think green kind of flame to her, the Goblin
Yeah.
Queen.
Mhm.
Yep.
The whole time I'm like, oh, it's like she was so bad. As soon as she got transformed to the end of the episode, she was just like BDSM out and just like a badass with like these crazy cool looking powers. Like it looked so good on screen. I thought, I was like, damn, like it looked so fluid, so everything blended well together. There was with all these crazy colors. So yeah, I enjoyed it. So and then the first thing I thought too was when Wolverine wasn't on the Strike Force side of the mission. The first thing I thought was about Brandon with the Wolverine thing. Yeah, you're staying and taking care of the sick or whatever, which makes sense.
I like that because they did that in the series and the comics too. Like certain team members, depending on the needs of the mission.
Yeah,
it made sense who you choose. You're gonna choose the people. You're going to bring Scott because that's his girl. His baby. Magneto because Magneto is probably the most powerful of all of them. It made sense who he brought, and it made so I had no problem with it.
Yeah.
Probably eats Bryan Singer alive.
I'm very off topic. Sort of. Brian would make a killer Bishop cosplay,
dude. I'm telling you, if I get into my place and I can put it all together, the M's going above the eyebrow. It's happening. I don't have to cut my hair. I'll just put it in a little ponytail and have it up high, and be good. We could do this.
Oh, yeah, just do 90s Bishop instead of
the
Renew Bishop.
I think it would definitely work. Yeah.
Heck yeah. But I was trying to think of any bad, any like parts I didn't like about this episode, and I can't really.
Jean Grey, even after being a badass, still faints.
Yeah.
No matter what.
It's too much. I think Jean only really does anything for me as a character when she's like the Dark Phoenix or the Goblin Queen.
Why is her clone stronger than her? Like, that doesn't make any sense to me.
I mean, is she stronger? Because like Jean like just woke up from like a coma or whatever the hell she woke up from, and like instantly like shuttered off. Like you're done. So
yeah,
like,
but she's kicking at everyone's butt. Jean does things for like 15 seconds and then like falls out and dies.
It's done.
So much.
Yeah.
Like I don't understand. If you're that much of a badass, you're literally a superhero with all the Professor X power. Like you have all of the things that it takes to like rule the world, and you like faint every episode. Every episode.
Yeah. What do you think is going to happen with their relationship now? Because I love how they're
looking at each other.
And then it just kind of fades to black.
Yeah. What do you think is going to happen with them? Cyclops got a lot of shit to deal with. Jean's got a lot of shit to deal with.
And then the thing that Cyclops just lost his son, and then Jean's looking like, you had a baby with my clone, bro. That's messed up. This is like I told you, it's an episode of Maury. Look at the noses, Maury. and then you don't know when they switched. You don't know when they switched them, and you don't know what if it turned out that it was right before like the night before the baby was conceived. He had no idea.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. Well, like Cyclops is goody goody. He probably didn't have sex until marriage. so I think in the comic books, he marries the clone. I think he married, like, she's already a clone by the time they get married.
In the episode, they said they didn't know which one.
They didn't know, which I thought was great because the whole time she's like, I was the Phoenix, like, where but I loved how Jean took care of it. It's like, listen, you have something you don't got on me, and showed her like the birth of her kid, and I'm like, that was super just awesome, it's because it didn't take anything away from Madeline, the clone, but still like showed her like, no, you are your own person. Look, you have this thing that I don't have. You know what I mean? And it was very smart of Jean to do that, and it just like it went towards their like humanity, of being a person and being a person that had a baby. And I just thought that was more smarter to do than just rather than something like Magneto or like Wolverine would do and just bash the problem until it's gone.
Wolverine wouldn't have done that. You saw what Wolverine done. He was like, I'm about to go get one of these redheads real quick. Which one? I don't even care. One of them's going on with me tonight.
Did you see the meme where Wolverine?
Yeah, I did.
Like, what's the problem? He goes, "There's one for you, one for me."
Exactly. We no longer have to fight.
Yeah, but yeah, I enjoyed just all of that thing because I thought the Goblin Queen was gonna stick around for a while, and like they tied that up super quick.
Like, they did.
I was surprised by that. Like, why? Yeah. Why are you doing it so fast?
Yeah, the only thing I can think of is like they might be going through a bunch of different storylines like as fast as possible, which I don't know if that's a good thing or not.
Her around, like, I mean, Sinister is the big bad. Why wouldn't you keep her around for a little bit longer?
Yeah. Because besides the Storm thing, which we already know there's two parts of that coming out. I don't know what else they can do. Like Sinister is gonna come back, but how? Like what is he gonna do? Is he gonna kidnap Morph again? Like,
yeah, or if he's gonna come back to try to get revenge against Morph or what?
Yeah. So, or maybe the baby was in the tube long enough where he was able to get some of whatever he was doing done. I don't know.
But he was trying to make him invincible, so he was putting things against him, making them, making them sick. But I understand. But does Sinister have a power to follow him into the future?
Ooh, that'd be interesting.
Maybe that after this whole Storm storyline is over, they've find out Sinister has found a way to get into the future, and they have to go save Cable because Sinister is going after him.
Mm-hmm.
That wouldn't be bad because then you can bring back the Goblin Queen.
Exactly.
Tell
Madeline to come back. So Madeline and Jean have to both do it, but this time Jean is pregnant.
Yeah,
Scott works. Scott works fast.
Hope, I think.
Yep, Hope is first.
Oh, that's why he's got it all pent up. That's why. Xavier said they packed a lot of story in episode 3. Yeah, the plot is definitely moving along nicely. It's moving along super fast.
Yeah, they don't stop
super fast.
In the end of the episode is the end of the whole thing. There's like not to be continued. They're like the storyline's over, done. Next story, let's go.
Yeah, let's go. So the next episode is called it's called Life Death Part 1 / Motendo. And then after that's Remember It. After that is Life Death Part 2, and then Bright Eyes, and then we get 3 parts of Tolerance is Extinction, Part 1, 2, and 3.
What that tells me is that Storm won't be back for 3 episodes. I mean, she'll be around, but she won't be Storm for 3 more episodes.
Yeah, I figure the life that's part 2 is when she'll probably
She
get her.
finally gets her power back.
Yeah.
And,
But
or
we
it probably won't
say-
be into Bright Eyes. Bright Eyes is probably Storm getting her power back and then figuring it out.
That sounds about right. Yeah.
So that would be 4 or 5 episodes without Storm having her full power. Once again, so that's gonna be my that's probably gonna be my major complaint.
Yeah. Yeah, because I don't know why the next episode is Motendo / Life Death. So you gotta figure at least half of the episode is gonna be Storm. But
then
after
the other
that
half might be the Gambit.
Oh yeah. What the fuck is Motendo? It's literally Motendo. I have no idea what that is.
Mojo? I don't know.
I think it has something to do with Rogue training with Magneto, maybe.
That was fucked up.
Mm-hmm.
That was fucked up. I forgot about that. With the danger room
thing.
and yeah, it's like they're together again and again and again and again. I was like, bro,
like holy crap, right?
Yeah.
So she hasn't officially broken up with him. So she's going to spend the night with Magneto, and she hasn't broken up with. So he's still thinking everything's all hunky dory. That's messed up.
Yeah. Yeah. Like that. I want to see that kind of all turn into something. You know what I mean? Like, because like that could be the beginning of the end of Magneto. You know what I mean? Like, where
like you can see him supercharging something that's metal, and then him stopping it and putting it back on him, and it blows up and almost kills. We almost kill Gambit, and then Rogue realizes she has feelings for Gambit, and then that pushes Magneto even further out the door.
Yeah. Yeah. It's good. That whole thing is gonna be really interesting between the three of them. It's like it's really messed up with Rogue, I feel like. But I mean, I kind of get it because like,
no, you don't just go to dude's room. Are you still talking to Gambit? Like, bro, like for what reason?
Yeah. I mean, Gambit's willing to make it work somehow. He's like, hey, we'll figure it out, man. Where she's like, nah, I want the real thing. So I don't know. That whole storyline is gonna be interesting. Now we got the new Jean and Cyclops storyline. So I'm looking up. So the Motendo is a 16-bit art for X-Men. So it's where Jubilee and her boyfriend Sunspot get trapped in a video game by Mojo. And parts of it are going to be 16-bit. So Mojo, Nintendo, Motendo.
That's cool.
So that's going to be part of it, and then the other part is going to be a Storm kind of thing. So yeah, that seems kind of funny. But
what do you think is going to happen?
Like I said, we're not going to get that.
When do you think? What do you feel like is going to go with the story? Like, what is going to happen? What parts are we not that we know what's going to happen with the explaining the titles and everything? But what are some things that we're not seeing that would be surprised to see that's going to happen? Is there going to be someone introduced that you don't see it being introduced? Is it going to be things that start turning Magneto, crazy? Is it going to push? Is Wolverine going to be the reason that Jean and Cyclops get back together? Can any of those things happen? Something that will surprise you.
I don't know. I feel like they got to get back into the friends of humanity kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like not all of them are going to be gone.
Oh, definitely not. No, they're gonna show back up. Yeah. They can't be the last of them. The Friends of Humanity have always been a constant. So it's only a matter of time before they show back up. Might be later in the season, though. I'm thinking, just for the sake of bringing things full circle.
Yeah.
Finish with Storm and then be able to bring them back.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I don't know any big stuff. You know, I think the finale obviously is going to be like a really good finale. It's a 3-parter. It's going to be like a mini movie almost. Like I think it's
Those are
going
the
to be
only
really,
3
really
parts that Storm's going to have her power. So,
I mean, it makes sense if it's the big finale. Have your strongest character come back.
Yeah, the big guns
You
gotta have them come back.
And have her kind of like I can see them like with Storm going in a route of like she appreciates her powers more, or she's like even more understanding. What if like Storm becomes a little bit more understanding of what Magneto wanted to do? He's like,
I could see that. Yeah.
Where she comes back, she goes, yeah, I get what you're saying, man. These humans suck. So because I'm sure they want Storm dead on multiple levels. One being a mutant, one being an Omega level mutant. So it's like you're powerful than everyone else, and you're a black woman. Like I can see
the Forge thing is, I don't know. I think the Forge thing is going to change everything a little bit more, and we're going to be able to dive deep into that. That's going to be the big part of episode 2. Next episode, the big part is how you dive in, see what he does, how he explains things to her, and pushes her back towards being the X-Men.
Which will be interesting because if I remember correctly, he had actually developed the tech that had stripped over her powers, or am I wrong?
Yeah, that's 100% right.
He did.
I'll be right back, guys.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he and I think I forgot how, but I think in the comic book they both get banished to somewhere, or he gets banished and she kind of like somehow ends up in the same spot. They fall in like a love, and then he helps her.
Yeah.
Kind of.
Yeah, they were a thing for a minute.
In the comic, she becomes like God of Thunder for a little while. I think, like a Thor. She becomes like a Thor. In the comic books, it got weird for a bit. But yeah, eventually she gets her powers back and she's like a badass again.
Yeah.
So I don't know if they're gonna do the love story though.
I don't think they will. I'm not sure if they maybe.
Yeah.
I wouldn't necessarily rule it out.
Yeah. But also, okay. Isn't Forge in the future? Because Forge makes the stuff for Bishop to go back in time.
Yeah. That's who he was referencing, obviously.
Yeah.
So
but doesn't he takes the baby to the future so Forge can help the baby. But now Forge is in today, the time he just left. Is there two Forges or what? Like, what I mean? Like, that's the part that confused me. I was like, well, you took the baby, you're gonna go get help from Forge in the future. But then at the end of the episode, Forge is here. So I was like, wait, what? like that was the only part that kind of got me. And I watched it again and it really doesn't explain anything. So I was like, okay, I'm lost.
Yeah, I'm waiting for that explanation. I'm just assuming, it's his future counterpart. It's like kind of like a Back to the Future situation or Avengers Endgame situation where there's one version here, another version there in the future, or in another timeline.
Yeah. Which I mean, that's probably the best way to it's the same person. It's just he's here and that's the future him there. Kevin said X-Men 97 has been a success for Disney Plus. Yeah.
Oh, that's amazing.
I believe it broke some record on Disney Plus or something like that. Yeah. I forgot what, like whatever. It's one of Disney Plus biggest animated series. Opening 2-episode premiere of the new series was viewed 4 million times across the first 5 days it was available.
That's awesome.
That's crazy.
That's amazing. I think that's so great.
Yeah. So X-Men 97 premiere breaks 3-year-old Disney Plus record. It sets a viewership record for Disney Plus. So yeah, that's a lot. 4 million times in 5 days.
Are you surprised that season 2 is already greenlit and they're like, yeah, we're doing everything?
season 2 was greenlit like before months ago,
season
wasn't
1
it?
came out. Yeah, it was like
a while
came
back.
out. Their season 2. They're talking like, yeah, we're gonna write 3 seasons and we'll get to how impress everyone is, because X-Men is saving Marvel a lot of stuff, a lot of money, a lot of headache.
Yeah, it's the best thing. It's the best thing that's come out of Marvel in a while. Although it's not considered canon, right? It's not canon to the MCU.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't think so. X-Men showrunner reveals if the anime show is canon, that Marvel's will be a standalone series that's a direct sequel to the original, completely separate from the cinematic universe.
Okay.
All right.
So, but you know, we'll see how that goes. You know, because you never know. Like by the time this season 2 comes in, they're like, yeah, maybe it's all connected.
Or since X-Men haven't been really introduced, you could go introduce them the same way in in different dimension or something like that, but the same way, and just use that.
Yeah. Let's see. Xavier said, I can't wait to see how Storm's storyline with Forge plays out on the show. That's gonna be a cool one.
Yep.
I wonder
How
if they will
Storm's
show both.
feel about it.
Yeah. I think that's what they got to show both, right?
Yeah.
Because that's what we were talking about. Is like, well, he's going like Bishop went to the future to see Forge, and then it cuts to Forge talking to Storm.
Yep.
So I'm assuming like it's 2 different Forges with now time and then time. But what if it's the same one? You know, just bouncing back and forth.
It could be the same one, but just one has experience and the other one hasn't had experience yet.
Yeah. So, Brandon said I still haven't watched him. You haven't watched any, or just the 97? If you never watched any of the X-Men, that sucks, man. Because I'm sure all 3 of us. This was our childhood.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Every time I say the song, I feel like I want to eat cereal.
You can taste the Lucky Charms. Yeah. Taste the Captain Crunch.
Frosted Flakes. Let's go.
Yeah. I want to cross over to have Elsa become an X-Man.
She already is X-Men.
Yep, kind of. I wouldn't be shocked or surprised if Loki gets Emmy nominated for Tom Hiddleston.
Same.
I can see it. Yeah.
I mean, it was very dramatic. I just don't know if anyone's going to give Marvel their flowers.
Yeah.
At the end of the day,
does the Emmy, because I know the Oscars, like the studio has to push it. So it's not just like, oh, that's a really good movie, let's nominate. The studio needs to like push it. I don't know if the Emmys is like that too. I don't know if the studio needs to push like a TV show to have it like be considered for nomination. I'm assuming it's probably close to the same as an Oscar, but yeah. So
it's a good question. I really don't know the answer.
Yeah, I don't know. Because I maybe Marvel's like, yeah, we don't want to push it. I don't know. Like they said, since the show is a hit, hopefully the live action MCU version of the X-Men will hits as well.
They have to cast correctly, and you have to focus on the right characters. You can't say I want to do the B-list X-Men. All hell will break loose.
Yeah.
Or just treat it like an ensemble, and don't nerf any of the characters. Don't back yourself into a corner either.
Yeah.
That's one of the things I didn't like about the Fox movies. There's too much favoritism. They didn't do enough. There was more than enough potential, to do like some really cool stuff, and they didn't. They just kind of backed themselves into a corner. Here you have this awesome content, and you play it safe. That's why I've said in the past, Bryan Singer was a very safe director. He didn't do enough with the content. He didn't do as much as he could have. He rehashed a lot of the same stuff. He was very seldom willing to move beyond Magneto and Stryker as the villains. A lot of the there were some cool action sequences. Some of them were cool, and then others were just kind of rehashed. Like I've said in the past, like the Quicksilver sequence in the Oval or in the Pentagon was cool, but really to me it was just a reskinned version of the Nightcrawler scene from X-Men 2. And then he essentially did the same thing, like just on a more extended scale with Nightcrawler and X-Men Apocalypse. It was just such, even with some of the elements of like the discrimination aspect, it felt like he could have gone deeper with that and never did. It was just such a nerfed pedestrian. It was just a nerfed pedestrian take on content that really deserved a lot more.
No, but I understood. I always understood that X-Men is a very difficult thing to understand. And you have all these, and they all have to be stars in some way or another. And it's hard giving everyone the focus that you need to. And people probably thought that you couldn't do it. And then you see Guardians of the Galaxy, and you realize you can do it. Everyone can have their star, their focus. Everyone could be essential to the story. We focus on each one, every single time. We're able to do those things.
Yeah. And even Singer, when he first came on to do it, I was gonna give him the benefit of the doubt because he's done an ensemble before. He did The Usual Suspects, which is very much an ensemble. So I'm like, okay, maybe he'll focus on more than one character. But
yeah, but X-Men because all these are stars, and you have the stars to play them, and then you have to have they have to be cast right. They have to look like their characters.
Yeah.
And then you got to not have your prejudice control your producing and directing because you're gonna like certain things, and you have to still give a good, strong story. And it's hard.
Yeah, it can be done. The ensemble element can be handled. Look at Avengers or other things. It could have been done. He just chose not to because Hugh Jackman is his favorite.
Also, I mean, I just feel like it's also just it was so much before everything else. I don't know if people knew how to do it.
Well, like
no, he knew how to do it. He did The Usual Suspects.
You just don't believe it. But The Usual Suspects is not the same as X-Men. It's not that same. Being able to focus on everything, on every character, and I think you get pressures from the studios. And I believe
Singer had no excuse. Singer had no excuse.
Fox, specifically Fox, because if you're really thinking about Fox, they're going to push a certain agenda. So everyone's to blame all that stuff, but you have to listen to that.
Yeah. I hear Mama Bear said, like all the X-Men, all they're the X-Men because all but Wolverine grew up at Xavier School. Yeah. So I mean, but also it was like Wolverine was the moneymaker, so I'm sure Fox was like, okay, this is your main character.
Focus on him.
Yeah, which is it kind of sucks, But also, it's like I saw people like, oh, just do what you do in the cartoon. I was like, you can't because the cartoon is a show, and you're trying to make a movie, So it becomes a lot more difficult. Like you can tell everyone's story throughout a season, like you can tell like Storm's story and. Cyclops is a little backstory. Beast has a little story. Gambit, even has a story. Rogue has a story. All in the the first couple of seasons. Like you get to learn and love these characters. But that's I think season 1 was like 20 something episodes, like a normal TV show. So
yeah, it was a ton.
In a movie. Yeah, in a movie where it's like 2.5 hours.
It's hard getting all those storylines done.
Yeah,
someone's going to be pushed back.
Yeah.
But he pushed everyone. They pushed everyone back. Everyone was there just to make Wolverine look good, which was frustrating.
Yeah.
But I mean, you're not wrong. Remember, superhero movies weren't a big thing, so like they always thought you had to have a star. So the first ensemble that really focused on everybody. I mean, there's just not a lot of them.
Yeah,
they're just not. And X-Men takes talent. It really does.
20th Century Fox before the accusation was a powerhouse studio. Oh yeah, 20th Century Fox was was a big studio, massive studio. For a long time, for a long time. I mean, even up to the acquisition, like they were still putting out some good stuff
and putting money into it. But then becomes a money making entity instead of. I want to tell you a comic book story about. I want to share all of their powers, and I want to understand what X-Men really is, and how everyone should have a chance.
Whatever.
Do you know what happens to a frog that gets struck by lightning? The same thing as everything else. And it takes me 18 minutes to power up my power.
Yeah.
Like, what the whatever.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, like, there's definitely some things they could take from the show. To say like, you don't read too much of the comic books, just go to the show. The show has good stuff, especially that I think it's the first episode, one of the first 2 episodes where she's walking and lightning's striking and it's turning to glass. That's one of the coolest things I've seen, like with like mutants and X-Men and stuff like that in a while. It looked awesome. Meanwhile, like the storm in Singers was, zapping a frog that took 15 minutes. She's like making glass just from walking. It's like, yeah, that was super badass. Even Cyclops, but like Brandon said, like literally everyone else there was just to make Wolverine look cooler. Like they introduced Jubilee so they can introduce Wolverine.
I mean,
not Jubilee. Rogue. Like a shitty version of Rogue to introduce Wolverine, and then after that, it's the Wolverine trilogy.
Well, I mean,
they
Professor X
Rogue
was
so
still focused. There was a Professor X focus and Magneto focus. Too.
Yeah, there was.
So there was a triangle, but once again, because it's a movie, they don't know how to share a storyline, and interwoven storyline.
Yeah.
Just,
I mean, even if like it's hard to do one group, like a whole group thing. Because even Guardians, look back at Guardians 1, even like all 3 Guardians, it kind of revolves around Peter.
It always does. Yeah.
Number 1 was 100% all Peter. Number 2 was
still
mostly Peter.
Because his dad and everything.
And number 3 was, I mean, it was about Rocket, but it was through Peter. Like Peter was saving Rocket. So yeah. So
granted, it was Peter at the core, but it still felt like a team. Everyone pulled their weight. It just I never
definitely on Star-Lord. The focus is always on Star-Lord.
Always on Star.
Yeah,
but like kind of say what Brandon was saying. They didn't nerf other characters to make Star-Lord look cooler.
Yeah, that's exactly.
Gamora was still a badass. Groot, Rocket, Drax, those were all still badass characters and their own characters. So like you were still able to have Drax's little mini story, Gamora's little mini story. In the first one.
Yeah, that's what I'm getting at. Like most of the other X-Men were more or less in the movies good for nothing.
Case in point, Cyclops.
Yeah, like I really think Bryan Singer just did not like that character. He had him frigging rupture the dam that drowned Jean in X-Men 2 inadvertently. Like
either that or he really hates James Marsden.
Yeah, it's one or the other.
Then I'm gonna ruin you.
Yeah, like Jesus Christ, dude.
Yeah. This is the worst I ever heard in a movie. It was so bad. Yeah, they did Rogue.
But I mean, even having it as a kid like that just was a bad idea anyway.
Yeah, and so a lot of the casting range from that's pretty good to that's okay to what the hell are you doing, Singer?
Yeah.
Brandon. Oh man. Well, he said he wants Goop. And Goop is just like
what you want Gwyneth Paltrow's whatever she sells in this movie? What are you talking about?
That's fun. Goop is like this weird Slimer kind of looking dude.
Oh no, I know the one he's talking about.
Yeah.
If they do put that character in one of the movies,
kind of
thing.
There's a lot of X-Men.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
if they do put him in a movie, it has to be voiced by Jack Black.
I think more than anything, they have to have the school actually make sense.
Yeah,
that's one thing I would say. The animated series never really touched on the school. If it's a school, then how come I don't see any students? Just like if you all were there, how come I don't see any of it? One exactly.
Is it count? Yeah, if you have one, it counts, right? That's all you need, student, to make it a school. Yeah,
so we all
that's
students
the
there,
thing, yo,
and never saw not one.
Yeah, even that becomes such a cool, interesting storyline in the comics. Is once Xavier is gone, and Cyclops, I believe they go to like Utopia or something like that, and he kind of like drops the whole school and is like, "Oh, X-Men, 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 X-Men." We're like all these, and of all of them, Wolverine is the one. He's like, "No, we're not gonna make kids into soldiers." And Cyclops is like, "We're past that. We need mutants to know how to fight." And who is it? Wolverine and Kitty Pryde and a few other one go back to the school and reopen. It's Wolverine and the X-Men, and it was a good run for a little while, and then it just got badly written. But I thought that was like really cool, where like Cyclops was all about like, no, we need a military, and Wolverine was like, no, we need a space for kids to be kids, even if they are mutants. You know what I mean? So it was like, I thought that was great. So like that's something that we can get into like later, for the movies, but it has to start off strong. And I think the prequels had it good where Xavier and Magneto were kind of the main focus. I like that, which makes sense. And then you build your team around the X-Men. They're called the X-Men because Xavier.
Charles Efron Xavier, like
So I think that's how you kind of go. I feel like going that route, which means you have to have a great solid casting for Magneto and Xavier, like, because I think that's going to be the heart and soul of the movie. And then you introduce all your other guys, and then you can do side stories later on. You can do all this crazy shit later on, and
you have to have I would say great actors, magnetic people that people want to follow. That's one thing I will say that those movies did. They chose the right Xavier and Magneto. It made
easily.
I mean,
I did both times.
Perfect.
How they do it twice?
When you go back in, like everyone, it made sense what you're doing. So I give that a commendo on those things.
Yeah, I really liked Michael Fassbender as Magneto. Grant, I like Ian McKellen too.
I love
you never go wrong with him. He's great.
Like it.
I think they gave McAvoy and Fassbender a little more to do as the characters, but that's no diss to Stewart and McKellen at all.
No, I think Stewart is the perfect Professor X. He is Professor X. You're talking about like things that that actually didn't happen, that we heard stories and they had things that they can kind of take liberties with. But no, as Professor X, that's Patrick Stewart, 100%. That's who it is. Like I can't say anyone did a better job than Patrick Stewart. Even though I enjoyed the prequel stuff, I enjoyed what was going on, but I can't say that was better.
That's tough for me because I liked what I think James McAvoy had a little more content to work with. The Patrick Stewart version was pretty straightforward in terms of what you expect out of traditional Professor X. I think James McAvoy had a little more to do, and even though the quality of the First Class movies were all over the place, I like seeing him be developed into the Professor that we saw with Stewart. I thought that was pretty cool. Because who wouldn't with psychic abilities, like who wouldn't use their power to as a young man to like hit on girls and stuff like that.
I mean,
which I liked in First Class.
Logan, I love Stewart and Logan. Is what even his arc. So I mean, I think Stewart, no matter where you put it, he's just a piece. There's not an actor that's going to be like stand next to him and say, "I'm a better actor than you." That's just not going to happen.
Yeah, Patrick Stewart.
That's not so. Like you talk about acting, like no one's going to say that I'm a better actor than you are. That's just not going to be anything. And then you saw it even in Logan as he winds down. Like you just weren't going to find anyone that's that much better, that's stronger.
I
the line gets blurry with Logan though. Which episode of Wolverine and Friends was that?
Yeah.
I'm kidding.
No, I have no problem with Old Man Logan. I don't have a problem with the comic book series. I have no problem with the movie. I have no idea. I have no problem at all with Logan. So
yeah. The one thing I would say is both the younger McAvoy and Fassbender, it makes you can watch that and see like, oh yeah, they become who is it? Ian who is it? Ian McKellen and Patrick Stewart. Like you were like, oh, I can see these people becoming those people. That's what I think made it more believable. Like, oh, this is a prequel because I can see it. I can see him becoming him. I can see him becoming him. Like they not by looks, but by like attitude and the way they just carry themselves. So I thought that was.
I always thought Fassbender was better than McAvoy.
Me too.
I never thought McAvoy was like he wasn't bad. I just thought Fassbender was so engaging, so good. Plus the storyline was just better.
I was gonna say
it just can't get better than going from the Holocaust and then the stuff you saw with the family and just man, it's just a better storyline.
Yeah, I really liked Fassbender's Magneto.
The first ones.
I liked First Class and Days of Future Past. I thought Apocalypse was just okay, and then Dark Phoenix. The less we say about that, the better.
What are you talking about? I have no idea, no recollection to the Vincent question.
What are you talking about? You talking about the comic? Yeah, the comic was good.
Exactly.
Did you see that Frasier episode where the character was trying to sleep with Frasier?
I did not see that.
That wasn't that big. And then Kevin said,
I was never a big Frasier guy.
Yeah, same. He was kind of annoying. Do you guys have a watch list at Hulu now on Disney Plus? Yeah, I have to because my Disney Plus is under my girlfriend's email and Hulu's under my email, so I got to find a way to connect the two.
Combine them. And you have Hulu now free with Disney Plus.
I don't think it's free. I think you have to pay. It's an extra. I think it's extra like $2.99 or something like that. If you want to watch the Hulu stuff, like it's integrated, but it's not part of it. So if you buy one, or I think you could buy them separately too, if you want it. But I think I believe it's like a $2.99 extra.
I use Hulu Live Sports, so I watch everything on Hulu.
Yeah, for Disney bundle subscribers.
I thought they just changed it to make it free. You just got commercials now.
You said Disney and free. Those the words don't go together.
They say no. Google's going to come back and say no.
Yeah, making it more convenient to upgrade their subscription to bundle Hulu with Disney Plus, starting at only $2 a month more.
So $1.
So if you don't have Hulu, you can upgrade your Disney Plus to $2 more. So, yeah. That's not too bad. The Disney Plus app bundle plans are available starting at $9.99 a month. So $10 and you get Hulu and Disney Plus.
Yeah,
that's a big category, man. That's a big category.
Mm-hmm.
That's a lot of stuff.
Yeah,
a lot of content.
Yeah. I'm looking here. Greg's Anatomy, Only Murderers in the Building, Poor Things, The Bear, and then like that's just Hulu stuff.
Exactly.
Yeah. Well, damn. Let's see. Did you see Patrick Stewart in Green Room?
Yeah, he was pretty scary in it.
I don't think I've seen that one.
He's in everything he is. He's good at everything. There's just nothing that he's ever done. I'll be like, oh, that was terrible.
Yeah.
He's on the bright spot in anything he does.
Yeah. Mom said I'll rewatch Dark Phoenix. It's the only Phoenix movie. that is true, right? Because they automatically made her Phoenix and then she's bad.
Yep.
Yeah.
Even when they brought it back again, right? Well, no, the first one they did was X3.
She couldn't control it.
She was the Phoenix.
And then she became bad.
Yeah. And then they did the other one with the younger Jean Grey, and she was still Dark Phoenix. I don't know. It was all stupid. Because then she kills Mystique, which is stupid.
Jennifer Lawrence wanted out, and she wanted out as quickly as possible. At that point, I can't really blame her. You could tell she just wanted her paycheck. Let me collect my money, pay me so I can go. She didn't even look interested.
Yeah.
Don't
give a shit.
Yeah, the makeup was like super flimsy in that one too.
Watching the basketball game.
Yeah.
So you're like, I have the Disney Hulu combo. Yeah, it makes sense that I get the combo. It does. No, it's free, but it's still cheaper than 19 for Disney, 17 for Hulu. Yeah. So it's not free. Yeah. Everything you have on Hulu is Disney Hulu bundle. It just makes sense to get the bundle. Yeah. The other one was a split personality, not Phoenix. That was X3? Was just split personality?
It was a split personality in X3, and then they like revamped it in Dark Phoenix. Ironically, the guy who wrote X-Men 3 and messed up Phoenix in that, they let him return to write and direct the Dark Phoenix movie.
Why, man? Why? Why do you allow stupid? Why?
Yeah, seriously.
It makes no sense, man. It makes no sense. Like, who is it? With Sony. With Sony is like, why did you let the people who wrote Morbius come back and do another film? Like, what did you expect to be different? Like, why? What?
I thought it would change a little bit. My bad.
Yeah. Same thing with Marvel. They had the Rick and Morty people, and and on paper it looks good. Like, oh yeah, Rick and Morty. It's all about dimensional and travel, and it's kind of funny and dark and serious at times. Cool, it looks good. But after that first movie came out, you're like, oh no, you guys don't know what you're doing.
Let's stop.
Yeah, like oh, Rick and Morty is good because of Dan Harmon. Oh, okay, get the fuck out of here. It's like, give me Dan Harmon and his circles. Yeah. So.
Yeah, so she was allergic. Yeah, I remember that. She was allergic to the latex from Mystique. I remember that.
They didn't need to make her all blue like that. I mean, I liked it, but they didn't have to do the Rebecca Romaine kind of thing, and like, you're all naked. Like,
hey. Rebecca Romaine did not need any clothes at any time ever. Ever.
But I'm like, with Jennifer Lawrence's one, it would have made more sense if she would have had like the robe, like Mystique had, the white robe.
Yeah.
She's maybe a little bit younger and not quite sure of herself like she was. What?
Rebecca Romaine was young when she started.
No. I'm saying Mystique, the Mystique, because that Mystique was like, she's already been Mystique for a while.
Yeah.
So like, I can see like young Mystique being self-conscious and being worried and weary about things, which she was like that in the movie anyway. But then as she gets older, she's like, I don't fucking care. Like, I'm gonna walk around naked. What are you gonna do about it? I'll just think of clothes.
And everyone be like,
that makes sense as a. Yeah, exactly.
2 thumbs up.
I was gonna say something really dirty.
Yeah, me too. I'm about to say something too. I decided not
What's
to.
up, Kenny?
Oh my god,
Kenny.
What's up, man? How'd you like X-Men? Let me know. I had no faith in Dark Phoenix, but I didn't hate it.
I hated it, especially the ending.
Yeah, I didn't like it. It was not my cup of tea.
Have you let's go all in about the X-Men prequels?
No, the only time we're gonna have you on is when we're doing Harry Potter marathon, because you are a Potterhead, and yeah, that's what we're doing. Matter of fact, I got these movies right here.
You get nice.
Yeah, and
you didn't have them. I find it surprising you didn't already have them.
I had the movies. I didn't have it on Blu-ray.
Oh, okay.
So I was like, I went back and got all of them.
I
literally got all of them.
Oh, shit.
And so my wife said, like, why didn't you just get the pack that had all of them in it?
Mhm.
So I wanted all of the individual cases for each one.
No, if I didn't already have them on Blu-ray, I would have got the box set with like the fancy box set and shit like that, like in 4K. I was like,
They have the fancy box set
Yeah.
sitting there too. It was like
Did they?
$49.99.
That's
I
not
was
bad.
like, I spent way more than that.
That's not bad. Drew said, do you guys think Logan is the best movie in the X-Men franchise?
By far.
Yeah.
By far. I don't think it's not close to me.
I'm going to go against the grain and say either First Class or Days of Future Past.
I don't think First Class is not better than Logan.
I would say the next closest would be Deadpool.
Oh, yeah.
Deadpool 1. Right,
I prefer the Deadpool movies over the X-Men movies. So, yeah, let me take that. Let me dial that back and say Deadpool.
I prefer Logan over Deadpool.
Same. But I would say Logan, Deadpool, all the rest of the shit is like all the way down there.
Yeah.
It's like,
Days of Future Past, I think that's pretty good.
Yeah.
But
I'm sorry. The X-Men movies just made me, despite the quality of Logan, the X-Men movies just made me resent Wolverine way too much.
I just thought it was dumb.
I can't even listen to reason. They made me resent Wolverine so much.
Logan is just totally different. Logan and then X-23.
She's the one that made the movie, man. She's the one that made the movie.
I mean, I think it was her, Patrick Stewart with his mind thing and all of that stuff that was happening. Everyone like he dies, everybody dies. Like the whole idea was just genius. So I love that.
Yeah. There you go. We doing spoilers? Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I think we already talked about all the spoilers. She said, "Oh, let me explain. They gave me the Phoenix Force I wanted to see."
Oh.
I can't keep those X-Men off straight at all, but I know every Mission Impossible and James Bond. I know you know.
Wait, don't veer off topic, Brandon. Don't veer off topic.
Is the idea the MCU would do a proper Phoenix Saga? Hopefully,
I hope so. It's enough to span like several movies too.
I wonder if they can, because of how bad Dark Phoenix was. Will they be willing to try to entertain that storyline again, especially when there's so many storylines you could go with X-Men?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You would have to do a trilogy to get the X-Men a household name to the normies. Right. And then you can start the Phoenix Saga, but you start her as the good guy. You know what I mean? She saves the universe, all the good shit, and then you turn her into the Dark Phoenix.
I feel like it's a three movie deal. I think that's a 3 movie.
And that's like the first 3 X-Men are just the X-Men. The next 3 X-Men, Phoenix Saga. The 3 after that, Dark Phoenix. Right there. There's 9 X-Men movies you could do. Like super easy. Like, and that's just.
But that's all focused on Jean Grey. I feel like you could focus on. But I mean, Jean Grey's better than focusing on, Wolverine, I guess. So
yeah. I mean, you can still have do Wolverine side stories. You know what I mean? Like, oh hey,
make all those movies.
But Cyclops has an important role over there. He finds out about his father. In space. Xavier has an important role going on with Lalandra. So. You got some cool stuff going on in there. You can even do like movies in between before you get into the Dark Phoenix.
Yeah.
So I mean, really, it's really you have so much to go off of that it'll be almost hard to fuck it up. Like if you fuck up the X-Men live action MCU, you did that shit on purpose because you're stupid. You know what I mean? Like legit. Yeah.
That was intentional.
Yeah. Remove × 3 from Canada. It's my favorite.
Yeah, and that's one of the reasons I love Days of Future Past, because X3, like, that movie made me rage at the theater. I was so angry leaving. I remember that night. We went to the midnight showing of it too. I remember just being heated. I hated that movie with a fiery passion, but now I can watch it and not get mad because it's been completely negated and wiped out of the timeline. So that movie means nothing now.
I just always feel like Logan was my thing that just was the best for me. Just love it.
Yeah.
But X3 was awful. Like I want to buy. I buy physical media. I will never buy X3. Never. Just won't.
No.
I mean, I won't buy any of the X-Men, but
I think I have the first X-Men. I think I do, but that's it.
I know I have Logan. I have
Logan. Okay, I don't know if Logan counted because I was thinking,
but I don't have Wolverine. I don't have the Wolverine Origin, any of the other X-Men, not future, or whatever. Any of that.
Yeah, and Wolverine Origins was just so trash, and then friggin' the Wolverine was like 2/3 of a pretty good movie, and then Logan was great, but I still resent it.
With the Wolverine, I never got how he was sucking his like life juice through his claws. And I was like, through the bone marrow? I was like, they didn't really explain it that much. I mean, maybe I might have missed it, but I just never got it where like he chopped off his claws.
Comic books.
Yeah. And it was like, and he's sucking his like life force. So like, okay. That's the part that got weird at the end. Was like, but Wolverine Origins was okay. But like you said, the end is what just completely ruined that whole movie where I will never watch it again.
So when you think of Wolverine, who's the one other person you think of?
In what?
I mean, Wolverine like it's period. If you think of Wolverine, who's the one person that needs to be in that movie that you think is like his most nemesis person? Like
Sabretooth.
When you ruin Sabretooth, that's whatever.
I wasn't too fond of Sabretooth in that movie. I wasn't even fond of that movie as a whole. I think they took the easy way out by having Wolverine retain his memory throughout the entire movie and then get shot with memory bullets, which was just lazy. Have him be an amnesiac. Have him be, like they said his memory was. They've always said specifically his memory was wiped during the Weapon X procedure. Do that. You guys took the easy way out. Have it be like a Born Identity type thing where he's trying to figure out what the hell's going on and why these people are after him.
I was even thinking Memento. When he chooses to forget because there's things in the past that he doesn't want to remember.
Yeah. Also, I just thought like Wolverine Origins should have followed the comic book Wolverine Origin. Like he's regaining his past, he's learning shit, and he's like, I mean, there he already kind of knows it, so I don't want to say, but he's kind of like dealing with trauma that he's gained back. I mean, you could have done, that you could have done like where he's like, he forgot everything. He's has amnesia and he's starting to learn things from his past. Instead, you give us all his past and then it's gone. I was like, that's. Like the whole James Howlett thing, I was never a big fan of that. I always thought that was a little stupid. But it was like, you give us this newish kind of story, like the first thing in the movie. I'm like, nah, I'm good.
Yeah.
Even with Liv Schreiber as Sabretooth, he was cool. But
it's a good
making brothers
casting. But
it
was bad.
Them being brothers, I hated, and just how they hammer it home every several lines. Oh, we're brothers. We're brothers. We're not going to kill each other because we're brothers. Shut up.
Yeah. All right, let me get into Kenny's stuff because
it's pretty good. I like what he's saying.
Yeah. Let's see. So he said, I've actually started a new thing where I treat movie franchises like sports teams and give them a record. I have Fox X-Men franchise at 9-4. Keep in mind that yeah. So like 9 wins to 4 losses for X-Men.
Are you getting them because of X-Men 97? Are you 92? Like you adding the animated series? Is that what's going on?
Well, no, he said Fox X-Men franchise. So I don't think you would count the cartoon, right? Also, has there been 13 Fox X-Men movies? Because
has there been?
I think so. I mean, if you count like X3, that's already 3 right there. Then the prequels, that's another 3, so that's 6, I think, right? And then
4.
4? Yeah, 4. So that's 7. You know, and then you count Wolverines, that's already 10. You know, then you count the Deadpools, you know, 10,
if
11,
you count
12.
Deadpool, if you count Deadpool, yeah, okay. I never count Deadpool. I never thought.
I always did until like this next one is not, you know, going to be. But yeah, damn, I might be missing one because I counted 12. But damn, that's kind of crazy. But that 9-4, that's a lot of wins.
Yeah,
that's a lot of wins.
I'm more of in the 5 and 8.
Probably same. I can see that. 4 and 9 for me. Let's see. That's how I feel about the movies. Not exactly financial success. Yeah. So I loved, as he said, the X-Men 97 episode 3 on the first watch. On the second watch, I loved it a little less. Well, I feel like the story could have lasted 2 or 3 episodes. As we were kind of saying too.
Yeah, why would you
they did rush through it? Yeah, they rushed through it pretty quick. Cyclops powering up Bishop was awesome. That was
dope.
And
one of my favorite parts
at the end. Yeah,
and they're like, "Yeah, you're welcome.
You're welcome." To each other.
Yeah, that was dope.
You're welcome.
Yeah. That was super cool. That was super cool. The Haunted Mansion scene was excellent all around. Yeah. Oh, speaking of, I was looking for some of the pictures. This is just nightmare fuel. Like Gambit legit was like, I can't unsee that. You know, like I get it, bro.
But like, the fact that their skin's like,
they all melting together, and I was like, oh, you already took something bad and made it way, way worse. Yeah.
But plus Magneto with that smug look on his face.
I know. I also, did you get this mug?
Brandon? Did you get that? I know did you order it?
Did you order the mug?
Yes, I did order that. Waiting for it to arrive.
No, I was expecting to see it today, like drinking like water from it. Yeah.
Yeah. Waiting for it to arrive. I had to have it. And it was on sale on tpublic.com.
Nice. Let's see what else. Where do I leave off? Morph continues to be funny. Yeah, I like it. I like him a lot.
And people have a problem with Morph because he's, you know, a male or a female, and why?
People need to stop being such little bitches.
I don't understand.
Morph was literally born like a literal, like kind of like gelatinous blob. Stop being a bunch of bitches.
Yeah. I mean, they were also saying in the first episode before I watched it on Twitter and social media, they're like, oh, they turned Gambit gay. I was like, what? And I remember watching the first 2 episodes. I was like, where? And then I found out
because he was wearing a crop top.
Because he was wearing the crop top. I was like okay.
People need to remember this still takes place in the 90s. That was.
I was like, do you not know how many times as a football player I had a crop top on? I tucked it into my shoulder pads. And I walked out. Oh, if I got a 6-pack, I'm showing it off, bro.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna knock you over and have my little crop top and step on your face. Like that's what you did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I was like, look at his whole outfit. You know, the dude wears like a hot pink, you know, skin tight shirt. His boots got, you know, a bunch of like, you know, flashy stuff on it. Like he wears fingerless, not even full fingerless gloves, partially
not even full. Yeah.
You know, it's like he shoots hot pink cards at you that explode in your face. Like, bro, like that's the thing that bothers you is the crop top. Like, okay. Like I just thought that was so funny because the whole time I'm sitting there, I'm like, oh, what does he do that people are saying he's gay? And then go back and read it as like, oh, the crop top. I was like,
Yeah, okay.
Really.
Mhm.
Like, I guess you never played football in the 90s. You know, you said well, you can watch like Friday Night Lights or not any given Sunday, Varsity Blues.
Mhm.
You know,
Yeah.
like every time, yeah. So I thought that was kind of silly, but yeah, people always giving. Jeez.
Yeah, it's such a weird thing to
be mad about.
complain about. You'd be mad about.
Yeah. All right, let's go. Kenny said Magneto's squad choice to fight Goblin King was a little strange. Yeah. Leaving all the heavy hitters like behind like Rogue. But when you think about it, it all makes sense. You leave Logan behind because of Jean Grey's there. You know what I mean? So you would bring Cyclops with because it's his son, so that it makes sense. Obviously, you leave Beast there. He's the smart guy.
But Rogue
and you
also
don't
just
want Rogue.
became the doctor last time. She was
That
also
too.
that's so you have medical care to go along with it. So
Well,
that's why I thought
I mean,
Rogue does it go? I don't know if it goes away. I
think it goes away after a while, right? But either way, but also I was thinking more like, well, if him and Magneto or her and Magneto are hooking up, he's not gonna want to send his fun nighttime toy out in danger. You know what I mean? Like, hey, when I get back, that's what I was thinking. I was like, no. You need to stay safe. So yeah, that was kind of my like theory behind it all. Because I thought the same thing. I'm like, why aren't you taking the literal ball of fur that like has claws? So, but it makes sense. So
yeah.
Kane said my only real issue was the arc was resolved too quickly. The Madeline Pryor name would have been better if there was some reasoning behind it. There's probably reasoning in the comics, but it isn't. But it's the show. Yeah, it's not in the show.
Well, but even the Madeline Pryor, honestly, in the comics,
I don't even remember why they.
It's just like she always loved this name, and it was not like really an issue that they kind of stuck on. Madeline Pryor is not this huge thing. It's not.
Okay. Yeah, but they did resolve it too quickly. I think they should. This could have been easily
could
two.
be easier. I think it was a 3.
Three.
Yeah.
I still don't know why is Disney making these weird rules where like every time they do a show, it needs to be less than 10 episodes.
Yeah, I know. That's so. Yeah.
Why? I mean, they're gonna break the rule with Daredevil, and I think it's gonna be like 16 or something like that. 16.
Yeah, there's gonna be
down to 16.
Yeah, 16. Yeah. So I was like, but do it for it's an animated show that's not connected to the MCU. Do a full 21 episode season.
Probably takes a lot to do.
Yeah.
Probably takes a lot to do. That's
maybe
the drawing of the pictures, making sure everything looks as crisp as it does, because it looks amazing. It really does.
It does look awesome. Preston, what's up, guys? What's up, Preston? How you doing? Or Presto. Presto reviews. I like that. Kane said, I forgot to mention Cyclops' daddy issues. Yeah. I totally get where he's coming from, but I'm weird on him not seeing Nathan off. Same. I did not like that at all.
Yeah, that was.
Yeah, I think that's something you got to put your big boy pants on. That's like, can you imagine like something's happened to your kid and they're about to pass away or anything like that, and you not being there? It's not about, at that point, it's not about you. It's about the kid.
Yeah.
And that's what is wrong.
Yeah. Because I'm like, because then the whole time he's like, I'm not going to be like my dad, blah, blah, blah. But then you leave and you're like your fucking dad. It was like, what are you doing, man? I thought that was, I'm like,
it was just selfish and self-centered.
Yeah. But he was like that the whole episode. When both of them came and he's like, I need time to think. I'm like, bro, like, I don't know, but also like the woman that gave birth to your child, I think, kind of changes things a little bit, right? I mean,
ILL.
They won. Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that did piss me off a little bit where he just like, because I don't want to be like my dad and abandon him. So I'm going to abandon him.
Come on, dude.
Like, yeah.
So I'm going to walk away and abandon them.
Yeah. That was Mama Bear said, bring back male crop tops. That was definitely early 90s thing.
A pink undershirt.
Okay. The mesh crop
The
top.
mesh.
Yeah.
I
I'm with
actually
you,
have one of my
Kenny. Would
old
explain
football jerseys that are crop top right upstairs in my closet right now.
Yeah.
What the hell was I thinking?
Yeah. But yeah, probably bring back a big villain back. Yep. And we got Anzo. What's up, Anzo? Big Sport
What's up,
Entertainment.
man?
What's going on? The Rocky and Apollo had a full crop top embrace at the beach. Yeah. Oh my
Yeah, they
god.
did.
That's right.
Yep. And
Yeah.
in the water.
I'm looking to have that energy this summer as it gets warm out. It's gonna be a crop top summer, dude.
Nice. Just run around with the six pack out. Oh, that's funny. I remember why Madeline Pryor was brought into the comics and by who. I thought it was like,
Yeah, it was Sinister, right? I thought it was Sinister.
For kind of the same reason, wasn't it? Like he thought Jean and Cyclops had like the perfect genes
he
and
was
wanted to
obsessed with
experiment.
them.
Yeah.
If you know something that we don't know, tell us. I want to know.
Yeah,
exactly. Yeah, let us know. And then Kane said he just got back from the Godzilla Kong not too long ago because it's not good, but it's fun. But it's really not good.
I don't know if I think the story for Kong is good. I think there's no story for Godzilla. None.
Fun is all I care about.
But as far as for Kong, I think it's a good story for Kong.
Yeah. All I'm expecting is a very bare minimum storyline and a lot of big monsters.
The Kong storyline is not that bad. I'm just saying it's not. It's actually pretty well thought out.
Yeah.
The Godzilla storyline, I'm not even sure there was a storyline for Godzilla.
Well, left it up in
I'm
the
just
air.
here to watch some monsters fight.
Exactly.
That's all I care about. Just want to watch some monsters fight.
When did they switch genes? But you guys called it. That's the question. When did they switch?
I don't know.
That's going to become the problem. You know, I think in the next couple episodes between Cyclops and Jean is trying to match up memories when we're left off. So
the problem, what if they both have the memory? The Sinister could have been sharing a memory.
Yeah, because he had the little gem in her head, so it was like, that'd be really
so she could see it, and so she thinks it was her too, even though we know it wasn't her.
Yeah, that'd be interesting. You just needed milk. Not that I'm hoping to see someone in a crop top. Preston said, right now I'm trying to watch all the X-Men to watch 97. Okay.
You don't need to though. Like
no. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, you guys got it. I'm not watching Godzilla XCOM because I haven't seen the MonsterVerse. Oh man. You can knock out the MonsterVerse in a weekend.
Yeah. And like I said, I think you need the Kong movies. You do need Skull Island. You need they revert back to that Kong v Godzilla. Like I think those things you need that. I don't even know if you need Godzilla King of the Monsters, honestly. But you know, if you do like those three, then you good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
but they're quick watches. Like you can like do homework and have them in the background and not miss a beat. Yeah. And I can't say with the pace the show is going at, I feel like Storm issue will be resolved too quickly as well. I never wanted her to lose her powers, but if she does, make it worth it.
So we talked about it. It looks like Storm's gonna not have her powers for 3 more episodes, which is way too effing long for me.
Yeah.
How many episodes did we get total?
Yeah, I just had it.
Is it 9?
Damn it, I just closed it too. I had it
10.
up this whole time.
So if it's 10 episodes,
Yeah,
the
10.
Storm doesn't have her powers in 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So half of the episodes I don't have Storm. I don't think I like that. Or
Yeah.
at least, you know,
You know,
we get a
I mean,
Roro.
this one, yeah, you get her kind of stuff. Remember it? I don't know what it's gonna be, but then life
It's gonna
death,
be Jean.
she'll get her power back, right? By the end.
Yeah.
You know,
But that's 1, 2, 3, 4 episodes there without her. It's a lot.
yeah. Yeah. This one, that 1 minute at the end doesn't count. You know,
Yeah.
but this one, and then remember it might skip her again, and then do part 2. I don't know why they're separating it. I'd be kind of interested in how it all flows, like how a part 1 and then an episode and then a part 2, like how that flows together.
Mhm.
So, but I from what I read though, the ending though, this trilogy is like really good.
Tolerance is extinction is interesting.
Yeah.
That's very interesting. Whoa.
It sounds cool.
Okay. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. Super excited. Also, I like how the Xavier Institute for Higher Learning, and it's got like their information.
To say, well, only one student.
One. Capacity 1.
Exactly.
Yeah. Should
have did more.
did more.
Yeah.
Stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree.
Agree.
I don't get why this wasn't at least a 20. At least a 20.
Mhm.
If not,
Why do I get
21.
so many
15,
Bad
20,
Batch?
yeah.
Why do I get so much Bad Batch and not enough X-Men 97? Come on.
Mm.
You take half this Bad Batch off and give me X-Men 97 more. More of those.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mhm.
You want to see who did crop top? Made me realize a clip I need for my channel. And do a rogue, not rogue. Well, technically she wear a crop top, but she always wears that onesie under her skin tight onesie. But
Yeah.
the Gambit onesie or the Gambit crop top.
Mhm.
With Southpaw. Yeah, he's watching Southpaw. Southpaw's a really good movie.
Yeah. Really good Jake Gyllenhaal performance.
A character said tolerance is extinction in episode 1.
Oh. Was it Magneto?
It sounds like a Magneto thing, but
Yeah.
I'll have to go back and watch it again.
Yeah.
Mhm. Same.
Yeah. Man. But
Dude, it's
cool.
11:45 and they haven't watched not one trailer yet.
I mean, that's
Yeah.
fine. We got 4 trailers hopefully lined up for the next couple of days.
Mhm.
We could watch. You want to watch the Florence Pugh kind of Thunderbolts thing?
No, I want to see the start. I want to see the Spider-Verse stuff. And if I don't see the Spider-Verse stuff, I'm going to have
Is there a trailer out for that?
I
So
thought that it's a short.
Oh, is it? All right, it's 7 minutes long. I don't know if we can watch the whole thing.
Thunderbolts
without getting claimed. Yeah, it's the Spider Within the Spider-Verse story. I gotta bring it up.
You know, it's all about anxiety and stuff. I've been waiting. Maybe we break it up into like 2-minute segments. 2 minutes and then go do something else. Then next 2 minutes and do something else. Next 2 minutes and go something else.
It's Sony. Does Sony? I don't think Sony copyrights claim.
I think if we break it up, it'll be fine.
Yeah. I mean, we could like break it up every couple minutes and then just like talk about it for a second.
Yeah.
Actually, what I'll do is just to help it, flip it.
Hey, that. Wait it.
Flip it, which might hopefully help out because
Mhm.
it's technically transformed, right?
It
Yeah.
Let
is.
me know if you guys can hear it. All right.
Yep, I can hear you.
Yeah. All right. We can watch. I can't do full screen though when I flip it. That's the only bad thing. Can I blow it up? I can't really blow it up. Oh shit, I can. Yeah, not really. All right. So you guys are good with that?
Yep.
All right. Hold on. My cat touched the mouse and effed everything up.
Plain Daphne.
Yeah. I'm gonna skip it, all that all the other stuff.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, we can watch this. Let's check. Get it going. Trying to break up that work. He's the plug now. Oh, he said, "Tank, what's your thoughts in Tank Girl?" I love Tank
Tank
Girl.
Girl, yeah.
I thought the movie was a weird classic. It's definitely like a classic I love, but the comic book I like too. It's definitely like anti-fascist, anti-government, kind of like post-apocalyptic, kind of cool shit. But Tank Girl is awesome too. I want a Tank Girl tattoo. There's one I want with like the Chicago flag behind it, and then like her
Mhm.
pretty much naked, but she doesn't show like boobies or anything. And she has like a rocket on her shoulder with like a cigar. Like I have it, I'm ready to go. I just like need, a couple $100 extra to get it done. Put it right on my thigh. Like I already know.
Just remind me of Fiosa during the movie. That it was a really good trailer.
Mhm.
It was.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Let's watch. All right. Welcome to the Spoiler Kings. My name is Tank Kramer. and with Brian the Grizzly, Brandman Brandon, and we're gonna watch this Spider-Verse short. It's called The Spider Within, a Spider-Verse short, official short film. So it's a couple minutes long. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna break it up so we're not watching it all at once, so we don't get in trouble with copyright stuff. And it's also gonna be flipped, which I don't think is gonna be a big deal, but like, yeah. You guys got anything before we go?
Let's go.
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah. Cool.
ABS.
All right. So this is obviously not connected to the movies, right?
Or this is after the first movie.
Yeah, like in between
Before
kind
the
of story.
second movie. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But he said it was grades and all the other stuff. It has to be after the first movie, for the
Mhm.
second movie, before the Spider-Verse happens. So yeah, that's what I think we're at right now.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah. Also, it was like, how long did this take to animate, and did it get in the way of animating the third film? If this is just extra stuff, if this is just extra, cool. But if like you did this instead of the show or the movie, I don't know. But all right, let's keep going. I was getting a little sucked into it, man.
That's like
I
nightmare
thought it was like
fuel.
sleep paralysis or something at first.
Yeah,
Yeah,
saying the same exact
Yeah.
thing.
Like, that's nightmare fuel with
Yeah.
the spiders and everything
It-
coming after you. Oh my god!
Mhm.
Like, oh my! And then with
It's
the giant spider,
really-
I was like,
yeah. Also, just like
Yeah.
him going through all the stress as a kid, who's also a superhero kind of thing. Like, yeah, damn. Okay. And let's keep going, or you guys got
let's finish
anything
it
else
up right
from that
now.
last? Yeah.
Let's finish it up and get to bed
So.
soon.
Okay. I really appreciate the dad and having him be there, you know, and having the son back, and even when he, you know, had a whole evening planned, knowing he's growing up, giving him the space for him to, you know, to learn and being his own person, and then being there as support when he needs him. I think that's very powerful dad thing to do. Yeah, I mean, especially for a growing teenage boy, thought that was very cool, very very cool. And then it kind of goes over all the things that you deal with. You know, a lot of kids today have anxiety. A lot of kids today have, you know, paranoia. They have all these things that they're dealing with, and they have a hard time dealing with it. So, kind of went over that, and that's what these young men have to deal with. I know that Spider-Man, though he's a very cool, you know, he's a character, he's a superhero, but he still deals with the same thing that you're dealing with throughout going in high school, dealing with girls, dealing with all that stuff. So I really appreciate that overall.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maintain the human
Casey
aspect of Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You know, that's something
exactly.
that, you know, that I think that's why most people gravitate towards the character, be it Peter or Miles, just, you know, like the normal human relatable aspect of them, which I think this still kind of captured. Granted, it was on a fantastical level, but it worked, you know. And visually, once again, like the other two movies, it was awesome.
So, Kyle saying it was
weak ending, but I think what it was is it's more about not about the ending, but about the fact that he went to his father. They can still deal with him and how important his parents are. And we're talking about when we saw across the Spider-Verse that, you know, that's why he will do anything. You know, I'm not going to watch my father die. I'm not going to do all those stuff because it actually means something to him. You know, he didn't have that canon event of his parents' dad dying yet. So I thought that is a good reason why we're dealing with this now and seeing that. So I mean, it's just very much what kids today do and can draw in kids that are feeling that same anxiety, same pressure, same all that stuff. You know, if Spider-Man's dealing with it too. So, you know, it's matter if you're a superhero or not. We all have to deal with these same things. I think it's a good message behind it. Yeah. Awesome.
Sorry, I'm like super laggy, so I wasn't sure if you guys are getting it or not.
No, I think we're okay.
I don't know why. The internet just crapped out. Trying to say message when you're done.
You tell me have help your possible can't really get into the details. Yeah. And it's difficult as a father.
That's what a lot of teenagers. Yeah.
Hey, that's gonna be you, Tank.
I know. Yeah. So, but yeah, I mean, yeah, it's just like all teenagers. Oh, I don't know. For me, that's in my head. That's just somehow worse. But I don't know. Because girls has got a lot going on.
Just gotta let mommy handle that. I'll be okay.
Yeah. Oh man, but yeah, but you know, but then, yeah, just teenagers in general. You know, they get to a point where you know they find trust in their friends and stuff. But somebody like Spider-Man, like, can't tell your friends, you can't talk to certain people. So, you know, I liked it a lot. And then we'll finish with Kyle saying, "Spoiler crew about the hug over this moment. It's okay, fellas."
It's all right. Bring it on in, guys.
Yeah,
I got shoulders. I got it.
But nah, man, I thought this is a really good little short. It you know, it speaks a lot to like stress, you know, as a kid, you know what I mean? Like maybe you're not saving a city or, you know, holding up a car, but I'm sure as a teenager sometimes you feel like that. You know, I can't even imagine being a teenager now with social media. Like bro. Like, yeah, so yeah, and it, and like you said, I love seeing the father, and the son moment kind of thing,
I think it actually hits harder because it's a black father, black son. That hits hard, because that's not what you see in media a lot.
Yeah,
It's not.
yeah,
And when you focus on that, it's a great thing. I feel like it's a great feeling and it gives more to the story. And that's why I think Miles Morales actually matters a lot more than some people give credit for. So
yeah, yeah, yeah. I agree. But yeah, cool. Yeah, the Spider Within is what it's called, and I dug it. I thought it was cool. I might share it to the Spoiler Kings Facebook group and stuff like that. It's a nice little story. So, but that's what we all thought about it. We all liked it. Leave a comment down below. Let us know what you think about it, how you feel about it, like it, hate it. Does it have a cool message? Make sure you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. We appreciate everyone checking us out on the replay. And if you're watching live, stick around because we're gonna finish things up for the night. Maybe. I don't know what the hell, man. All of a sudden, my computer just like is super, super slow. Yeah.
playing it had a whole window up. I'm playing that video is a lot. So it's probably a lot of memory going from it.
Man, I need to fix. I pay for a gig internet. Like I pay for a lot of internet, and I gotta figure out why it's giving me problems. So I think I know why, but I just gotta have time to fix it. Yeah. What I know Mama Bear said
that was cool. I liked it.
Yeah, I liked it.
Hey,
listen, Mama Bear, why don't you send me DMs?
I saw at the beginning, she said, we got to update our pictures. You're right. We do update those pictures.
Yeah.
It's so funny because I look at it, I was like, man, my hair is down here. And it's like way up here when I started. It's I think everyone else, you still looks fine, but me, I just, I don't know. I don't have hair. So that's exactly what he is. He is about that Oculus show.
I'm trying to get the clip. It's a whole. Maybe I missed it on here. Oh my god.
What's that?
My internet is acting.
It's not working right now. I'm so mad we didn't get to watch the Bad Boys trailer too. So that's another thing we didn't get to watch. Bad Boys 4 trailer. Bad Boys 4 trailer.
Oh yeah. I was hoping we'd be able to do that tonight.
Yeah.
Next time. Let's
see. So she this is what Mama Bear sent.
You're cuter than I thought. I can see why she likes you.
Who?
Not too bright.
Not that bright though.
No.
Oh my god. Freaking internet. All right. Hopefully it didn't look like crap to you guys.
Yeah. But actually look fine. It's funny your internet's going bad, but it look good.
Oh, it's so annoying. I don't know why it's acting that way. It's like I need to go to sleep too. That's what my internet's saying. Oh man.
Yeah, we got a lot of stuff to talk about. But we got a lot of things to do. I do want to talk about the Bad Boys 4. I want to talk about the Good Times on Netflix. There's a lot of stuff going on. So
man. I want to kind of know what you guys think about the Good Times because I watched Dre Mac talk about it.
I want to go in. It's gonna be one of those times where I have a little soliloquy in.
Yeah, because I knew nothing of this show until about a week ago.
I knew nothing until yesterday when I saw the trailer for the first time.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, ooh, okay.
Like, really, you're gonna do this? And who thought this was a good idea? In that room, we're all white people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah. So yeah, definitely watch that stuff like the Bad Boys. I didn't even think about the Bad Boys today. Forgot about it.
Popping the popcorn. What's going on?
What's going on?
So I had, talking to her too. That was great. I love. I mean, Zach just has really interesting people on his stream, so I enjoy it.
Yeah. Oh, was she on the stream? I missed part of it, so. But yeah, could appreciate you coming in saying hi. Could that be a way of future be completely immersed in the TV show? Yeah. With the Oculus thing.
Mm-hmm.
It might go like that. Thoughts on Bad Boys? Yeah, we'll watch that on Monday probably. We'll start off the show with that.
Really, really good. Oh,
yeah. I was kind of glad to see Will Smith back on screen. Like,
yeah,
kind of like, oh yeah, you're good, man. I forget how you're a good actor.
He was there to win the Academy Award for Best Actor.
I know. And it just sucks. Like his moment got ruined because of that stupid shit. So yeah, that sucks. Just send me a message. ADHD sucks. Yeah. I know that.
Kenny said that Good Times on Netflix looks like it was written by Monk from American Fiction as a joke, and everyone just ran with it. Oh, this is great. it's awful. I could go on a whole 20-minute conversation about that. Oh my.
So I saw it on Twitter first, and I thought it was fake. I thought, I'm like, oh, somebody's doing something stupid, and then
I'm sitting here looking at it right now.
Oh, are you? Yeah. It's ooh. Like I said, who thought about that? Who said that's a good idea? There's probably a couple of
two Negroes in that room, bro. Oh man, dude. I don't know. You better not tell your family, because there's gonna be a designated person in your family to whoop your old butt for allowing that to get through.
Yeah. We'll get into it, but real quick, I want to. Do you think it's gonna do well? Because I haven't seen anybody kind of saying, I can't wait for this. I've seen everyone kind of saying what you're saying, what Chill said, what Dre Max said, and it's like, what are you doing? What is this? You know what I mean? Like,
I unfortunately, I think there will be people that enjoy it.
What in the hell is this?
I think there will be people that enjoy ignorance and all that stuff, and there's going to be people that enjoy it. I just don't know. I hope that it got people so angry that they told Netflix do not ever release this. But yeah, I think.
Yeah, I don't know. It's gonna be wild, man. Yeah, we can definitely talk
about
that.
That looks awful.
Yeah, we definitely talk about that.
That looks absolutely awful.
There's so much wrong with it. There's a lot. Yeah.
We can go ahead and do a whole thing. We could do a whole thing. This would be a round table talk right now because of that.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah. Who is the voice? I couldn't put my finger on the main, like the dad's voice.
I think it was JB Smooth.
It was JB Smooth.
Was it? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
The whole time, I'm like, who is there? And it kind of throws me off. It's like, so it's a famous enough person. Because I'm like, I recognize the voice. I was like, it's the same thing with David Alan Grier. I was like, at some point you'd be like, whoa, what are we doing? What is this? You know what I mean? Like, I don't know how the creative process works. If they even know what they're doing until like it's all done, or it gets, I don't know.
So yeah, just go ahead and look at the trailer. I actually don't even want to react to it. Honestly, I really don't want to react to it. I don't want to even show it.
I'm
But
good
check
with
it
that.
out
We
yourself.
just talk about it.
Man. It's man.
Yeah. Yeah. Like I said, I thought it was fake. Same thing. He goes, oh, he goes, that shit's real. I haven't seen the trailer.
Definitely real.
Yeah, it's real. Yeah. It was the fact that Steph Curry is producing a show about a life he's never lived. Wait,
In
Steph Curry is
Chicago.
he's a producer in that?
I
On the show?
heard that, but I'm sure.
What else he's a producer? It might just be like,
He gave money towards something.
yeah, like here's my name kind of thing. Put my name on something so I can get some credit.
It gets worse and worse. It really, like, as you watching it, it gets
Sure
worse
does.
and worse. Oh my god.
But yeah. Dynamite.
Mhm.
Yeah. Blow it up. Blow it up with dynamite.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Dynamite.
Everyone produced things they never lived though. I don't know.
Yeah. That's why you don't know when it's too far.
Yeah.
You didn't live that way, so you have no idea that it's too far.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You're kind of going off of what you think is certain things.
Oh, it's tropey, but it's funny. It's gonna make people think. Nah, bro, it's just gonna F stuff up for everybody. That's the stuff that should not be happening.
Mm-hmm. And that's a lot of things, like not only with like movies, also with like certain comedians and certain like things. It's like you want to talk about something, but you didn't live through it, or you're not sincere about it. So now it just comes off as like you sound ignorant. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but it is ignorance. It's literally what it is.
Yeah.
You have no idea.
Really
talking about something that you have no idea the subject.
You have no idea. Yeah.
Talking about Chicago in the projects, bro. You don't know nothing about that.
It shows.
Man. I mean, honestly, like Tank knows more about that than Steph Curry. Come on.
I mean, I didn't live like that close to the projects, but I mean,
no, but you knew that people in the area, you knew
Green was not that far. It was right over the bridge for me, more or less.
Yeah, I mean, you couldn't go over there, but you know about it. You could cross that bridge, but you know about it.
I would cross. I mean, I was on the edge of it, but we would go down that way to go to the lake. So we were like, we wouldn't go through. A few times I went through it. That was not a good idea. I told my friend, I'm like, bro, where the fuck you taking me, man?
That's the same thing as like me when I would go to this side of the street. Like I knew Black King's on this side, other side of the street. I'm not going over there. I know what it is.
Yeah. Oh man. They might as well had T.I. son write the show.
You're not lying, bro.
All right. He's gonna brag you about that life. Oh boy.
Hey, I'm telling you that I've been there. My entire family lives in Chicago, bro. Like I know all of it. Like my family really grew up in. My mom's side of the family grew up in Altgale Gardens, and my dad, Cabrini. Like so, that's just what it is.
Yeah.
So a lot of my family still lives on the west side. So I'm just saying. Yeah, I know. No, luckily I grew up. My dad became a doctor when I was 13. His PhD. So I've had a very good life. But I've also have seen all the stuff I need to see.
Yeah. Yeah. See, I always forget. I'm more recent. I'm more new to the west side of Chicago than I was to like Cabrini Green, and then there's like the UIC projects. I forgot what that project is called. But like I would drive through Austin all the time to get to school, and then it wasn't like I'm like, oh shit, that's like when we had talked about like neighborhoods and like, oh yeah, the Austin neighborhood is like a bad neighborhood, and I'm like oh shit, I drive through it every single day. It's like I'm like I know it's not good because you see what's going on, like somebody's getting robbed at the Shell station, but it's like
man, I don't stop there for gas. That's all.
Exactly.
Exactly.
I move around on the south side of Chicago. That means I didn't go to the west side of Chicago because I don't know how they move around. On the south side of Chicago, you can see things happening. You see when things going to come to you. So you move away. You just you're not around there. If you're on the west side of Chicago, you don't know how things are going to move. You can mess up and be there, be in the wrong area. But as long as you know how to move around in the area, you're good. Yeah. Most times.
All right. Let's get out of here. He's falling asleep. Yeah. All right. We probably talk about this a little bit more. Definitely. But if you want to watch people talk about it, Dre Mac talked about this morning. Chillmonger, I think, had a video come out last night. If you want to talk about it. Yeah,
I think I saw the icon for that.
So
I watched it and it made me go turn it on and look at this stuff, and I was like, I had a whole thing I wanted to react to. I was like, man, do I want to really have my day be ruined by this? Like, so we can always talk about it, but this had to be like members only video will be released later or something.
That's not a bad idea.
Pretty much.
Not a bad idea. Yeah. Stop line, I'm pretty sure you would have noticed a tank coming through the neighborhood.
Oh my god.
All right. Why they do that to Martin? Yeah, we're gonna talk about that.
Oh,
that whole poster stuff.
Yeah.
With the poster.
The poster when they cut him up. Yeah. I know that.
Yep. But yeah, we'll get into that stuff on Monday, and then we'll talk Invincible, we'll talk Godzilla versus Kong. Today was kind of like a chill day, and I think we went a little too carried away with the X-Men stuff.
Yeah.
But it's all good.
Sorry, we get mesmerized when we hear.
Yeah, play it all the time now.
All of a sudden, that's just what you
but
think about that.
Yeah, right. Shout out to that's what I forgot to do today. Because I'm trying to update our list for
our members.
The members. Yeah. So let me bring that up real quick. But shout out to all the members. The Mama Bear. Quick, here we go. We got Cleves, Cleves, the Dre Mac Show, Mama Bear, Bigger Forward, Anzo, Omar, Zach Attacks, Brandon Davis, The Road to Wisdom with Danny. Thank all you guys for being members. Thank you guys so much. It helps us out a lot, and it means a lot to us. It really does that you guys support us like that. So thank you guys a ton for stuff like that. But yeah, we'll start. Maybe we'll do that. Like you said, we'll do that trailer reaction.
Yeah, we'll do it sometime this weekend. We won't take too long. We'll spend 20 minutes and do it, whatever, and release it sometime.
Yeah, just a members only kind of thing, and keep that to a members only. I think that'd be good. Yeah, I like that. Cool. But appreciate all you guys. Everyone be safe out there. Have a good weekend. Good Easter weekend if you celebrate that. So Yep, that's it for us. Thank you guys. We'll see you guys on Monday. Later.
Thanks, guys.
See you guys.
Don't forget to like and subscribe. We out here.